Hello.
Good evening.
Hi.
I almost did the good evening.
Like
I
Count
almost
Dracula?
threw back to that. We got to get out of that. So, all good. How are you doing tonight, honey?
I'm good.
Considering
I'm hanging in there.
hanging in there?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll get into some stuff here in a little bit, but somber somewhat around here. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Okay, good. Have a Hershey kiss. How about
I'm
that?
sipping my soda.
Would everybody get on here? Start
Thanks, Paige.
chatting in.
I brushed my hair and put lipstick on it. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's a
what
good
that
day.
does.
That's a good day when you brush your hair, and she took a shower too. So I think it was a couple days ago, but whatevs.
I took one last
Jessica's
night.
on. What's going on? How you doing? So first foremost, go out, check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg. That's Beth, of course. If you haven't seen the show before, you're a weirdo. But if you have, that's where
not
you
nice.
know you need to know where to go. But you can go out, like and subscribe to the podcast. If you're out there right now on YouTube, hit the thummies up.
Thumbs it up.
But you can also give us a little love, if you don't mind, out on iTunes and Spotify. Do a little review out there. Do that stuff. We'll get that out of the way. So we're done with that. So there's a reason we have this Maker's Mark bottle out on this desk. Fuck. So, I still want to wait a few minutes before we actually get into it, but it's been a rough couple weeks for the Lamontaines. With Bomber, of course, the
My
boy, and the goddamn video's got to be glitching right now. Of course.
Of course it does. It's got to be as normal as possible.
And then you guys knew
I
that
thought we fixed that when we replaced that flipping cord.
I swear to God, it doesn't matter. And then Beth's dad's been ill, so you know we'll get into that here in a minute. But that's the reason there's a couple of bottles of bourbon up here, because that bottle of Maker's Mark, little history on it. I looked it up a while back because you can look them up and do the actual. You can find the number on it.
Oh, cool.
Or it's got like a number somewhere around this motherfucker on the lid or something like that. But I looked it up and it's roughly like 40 years old.
Okay.
It stops aging.
I'm expecting it
As
to be
soon as
bad.
you pull it, no, it's not. It won't be bad. It'll taste exactly like Maker's
What
Mark.
if it's been opened and it sits for 40 years?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think bourbon.
You're saying this one hasn't been opened.
never been opened.
I can tell by the piece of paper it hasn't, but part of me is like,
no,
it's just
just
interesting.
never been opened. So Beth's dad gave me that 3 years ago.
Yeah, probably
maybe
right about
3.5, 4 years ago. And tonight we're actually going to taste it. Or we're going to try some. We're not going to taste it.
We're gonna
drink some. And the reason being is Beth's dad passed away on Saturday.
Mhm.
Very, very early in the morning. Saturday.
Well, very early in the morning for Lamontaines. It was like 9 o'clock.
Yes. So that's the same thing, I think. Right? But so I'm gonna go through a story real quick here. Thursday, we went over to the hospital. He was rushed to the hospital from his rehab because he had just had a vein graft done on his leg. He had a fucked up foot, basically.
That's fucked up circulation.
But that was basically like what was the downfall of your father, unfortunately. Just this fucked up situation.
Well, that, and then he got pneumonia.
And then, well, we'll talk about that too. We'll get into that. And we're not going to dwell on all this shit either. We're going to go and we're going to look for the happy spots. What's up, Alex? So, yeah. So Thursday, this is kind of like he was in rough shape and, you know, he was having a hard time talking. He wasn't really able to talk to us or whatever.
Was pretty out of it.
But Friday, we went over there a couple times.
You were there for a few hours.
Yeah. And he was able to be with us. He was there. He was cognizant, present, if you will.
Lucid.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And he was able to say, I love you. And I've said this to a few very close friends. He was like, he pointed and he's like, looks at me and he goes, like, I'm pointing to the left, like, let's go outside, like to the door. And he uses the smoke.
Yeah.
You know, the 2 fingers open. If you're listening to this, the 2 fingers open kind of thing.
The universal smoke sign.
The universal smoke sign. Like, let's go have a cigar.
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry, bud. Can't bring you a cigar. And I was like, I can bring you some bourbon. And he just nodded like, yeah. And he always had this kind of like smirk that he would do every once in a while. I was like, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
And I knew that, of course, but couldn't do anything about it. You know, obviously I would have absolutely lit a cigar in that fucking hospital had I known. But you go through and we came back, you know, that evening.
Because while all this is going on, we also have Mick, who's at the vet for treatment for his
For 2 days.
pancreatitis for 2 days. So he's hooked up to IVs. So we're like trying to balance
Time.
hospital time with getting back to the vet on time. It's just,
It was a shit show. So yeah, so our other dogs got sick Thursday morning. Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
They started getting sick Tuesday night. Lucy got bad on Wednesday, and then Wednesday night, Mick started to get bad. So we called the vet to see if we could bring them both in. Ultimately, they're both probably sick because of stress. They could read the stress in the room. Bomber's gone.
Yeah, it's all right. So all that shit is coming to a head, or it came to a head.
So they got really sick, but Mick's is worse because when he gets sick, if you don't catch it fast enough, his pancreatitis flares up.
Yeah.
And so he was pooping and peeing and throwing up blood. We were like, holy, what the F?
Fuck's going on, right?
So he was
So
there.
all
So we're
that's
trying to
happening.
like balance out getting him to the vet.
Like
getting home
life
from the
comes
vet.
at you fast. I kind of said this before. Life comes at you fast. And then, so Saturday morning, unfortunately, we got the call from CJ, who's Beth's sister-in-law. Said you need to come now, or
no, she didn't call us to say. Paige texted us very early, at like 7 or 8 o'clock, and said, "Hey, the nurse is saying if you want to come now."
Right.
And then CJ called at 9
to let us know.
Yeah, that's when.
So her father passed away. Albert passed away. Albert Senior. We're very happy he's back with his wife. If you saw my post or Beth's post, you know, we're sad he's gone. Absolutely. I mean, incredibly. It's like it's your parent.
Right.
Like you can't do shit about it. And I shouldn't even be saying this for Beth, but I'm kind of trying to.
No, you're fine. You know me well enough. Babe.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a drink
glass of Crown Royal.
Nope, Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
This bottle has been around, like I said, for a long time in the house. It's been sitting right up there. I've never touched it. Beth's like, can you at least dust it off?
It was very dusty.
I was like, it was a very, very dusty bottle, but once I put it up there, I never moved that bottle. But he loved, Saturday night, real quick.
Saturday night?
Yeah. Saturday, we proceeded to have like a little impromptu party at the house.
Right.
Beth said she was never going to drink again.
After Saturday, on Sunday, I was like, nope, I'm not drinking.
Right,
Paige brought over my dad's favorite, which
is just Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, and I proceeded to have like, I don't know. I think Paige and I counted like 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah, the bottle's still sitting
and
on the
11 White Claws.
This bottle has never been opened. But yeah, so we had a good time. Peter and Angela came over. The neighbors all came over. Everybody.
Paige and Jared came over.
Yep. We had an amazing time hanging out. Beth time traveled a little bit more. But with that, there you go.
You want to give me your glass?
Throw 4 in there for me. Grab a whiskey, grab a beer, grab a glass of water, grab whatever you'd like. And we're going to cheers to Albert. This has a fucking screw top.
Is that neat? I don't know. Take your glass of ice. So
I didn't think.
I've never had a bottle. I've never had a
bottle of Maker's Mark that had it. So this bottle also, you can tell like the papers. The papers all fallen over. Give me your glass. I'll pour yours first.
Thank you. You gotta let it sit for a second though.
Hear that?
Like 2 fingers. That's good. Thank you.
Sound effects for the reels.
Have you ever had?
We did a review on it.
You don't remember it? It must have been a while ago.
Wasn't your favorite.
Okay.
That's okay. But I didn't know this was a twist top or a bottle top.
What do you think? It was like a cork?
Yeah.
I think I would have thought that
whiskeys,
too. Because,
that's a cork.
Yeah. A lot of them are corks, aren't they?
Yeah. I think most of them are nowadays.
Maybe that's because it's 40
chew
years
the
old.
wax. Is that I'm not chewing 40-year-old wax, Chris.
Maybe that's because it's 40 years old and they didn't have
this wax is
they
literally
didn't have the same cork technology.
The corking technology.
The corking technology.
Wait,
no, I'm saying the proper corking technology for whiskey, not wine.
I don't know. That's how they've done it.
Shooting it out my ass, dude. I'm just making stuff up.
Isn't that how pirates used to do it? And then, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's how it would go.
Let it sit for a second, though. I
know.
like mine to get a little watered down.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, tribute to Albert. Here's a picture, one of our favorite pictures. That was the three of us. This was back in Scottsdale, Arizona. We brought him out. We used to bring him out to bars with us, like all the time. And he'd always be like, "No, I'm buying beers." We'd be like, "No, let us get you a beer." And we'd have to sneak buy him a beer or a bourbon or something like that every once in a while. This is probably what, back 9 years ago?
Well, we've been here for almost 5, so yeah,
Probably
like
because
8.
he would come out after Beth's mom passed away.
He would come out
So
a
maybe
couple
7,
times
8
a
years
year.
ago. He would come out and stay with us for like a month.
Yeah,
Be like, "I don't want to be a burden on you," and he'd just come out and hang out in the back, play with the dogs,
swim,
the pool, do the shit.
go out with us.
Yeah, hang out. We'd bring him out to dinner at all the fancy places and just do shit, right? So, you know, that's it. So, all right. Cheers to Albert Castro. Thank you so much for everything you did.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking smooth.
That's really fucking smooth. Wow. I didn't grimace or anything. Well, we're only having this glass of
Nope,
this
that
tonight.
goes right back up there.
It's like it's got to last.
Yeah, it'll last. But maybe we do it just like once a year. I don't know. We'll have to figure out the capping situation on this. So cheers, you guys. Thank you so much, DJ, Jessica.
Yeah. And thank you for all the kind words and wishes, guys.
Yeah, dude.
I know I haven't responded.
Nico.
Because I just can't right now.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. That's part of life, right? So we get into it. But I did want to make sure that we shared this because it is, I always said that we would somehow, you know, share what he just randomly gave it. He'd had it forever. I think somebody like a Mexican president or some shit gave him that.
He got it on one of his
tours down in Mexico.
Yeah.
Training people or.
It's amazing to see how many of them, like what was nice about Facebook is they could do it in their language,
yeah.
and then I can translate it. I got a couple. I was looking tonight. I got a couple on instant and Facebook Messenger, whatever you call it. And there's not a translate button, so I was like taking the words that I could read, and I was like, translate. No, I got enough to know that they were like, "We're sorry for your loss. I met your dad in Ecuador. He was a great man."
Guatemala. I saw a bunch from Guatemala. He was my training. He came down to train us or whatever. So that dad was an amazing guy. Yeah, absolutely. I did like. I'll reiterate this. If you don't have. Or if you have some time, I did 5 hours. It's out under the last call. He was a really cool guy. Yeah, he was a Marine, DEA agent, police officer, father, husband, all the other stuff.
Customs agent,
great grandfather. You know, you name it, he did it, and he did it well. And he literally lived that life. So, cheers again.
Cheers. We didn't touch.
We didn't touch.
No, we
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
We tasted.
All right. With that. Let's jump into the show.
Really
I think you'd appreciate this next story because literally we're just jumping right into this shit.
Dude, you went from that to this.
We're literally, I thought you'd laugh about it. So I really tried. I tried my hardest. Excuse me. So, do you ever wonder what the largest poop in the world looks like?
Bombers.
Well, I'm going to show you. Looks like this. This is the world's largest poop. Largest poo ever recorded shows
what is it? Does it say poo or poop?
It actually says poop.
I hate that is a fucking bear.
That's why I wrote poop. Because I know you didn't like it.
Is that from like a Brontosaurus Rex? I made that word, by the way. Brontosaurus.
No, this is a human poop.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's gigantic.
Somebody was so proud of it, they scooped it out of.
I think it's fossilized. Largest poo ever recorded shows diet of man responsible over 1,000 years later. Largest poo ever recorded is more than 1,000 years old and offers a fascinating insight into the diet of people from that time. How big does your butthole have to get to pass that thing as one singular poop?
It stretches.
I know, but goddamn, you're giving birth.
Plus, he could have been a big guy.
Maybe. Neanderthal.
Maybe.
No,
do they know what year it's from, they think?
Over 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
So, I mean, 1,000 years ago really wasn't that long ago.
No.
It's like dark ages and shit.
They did have dinosaurs.
Right? That's 1,200. That's like year 1,200.
Right? That's BC?
Not,
AD.
not that's
BC or AD?
1,000 years ago, not like
So
1
AD.
million years
So
ago.
AD.
Yeah, after death.
Well, wasn't the... Never mind. I'm not
PJ
getting
said,
in the
I've
whole-
seen bigger. MREs can be a science experiment. Nice. And it might sometimes seem like science is a bit hard to grasp.
Well, that's also like how big, and like there's not a inch thing next to it. So it could just look big because it's on a little...
That's a sign next to it.
Oh, it's big.
There's a sign next to it. Sorry. I was trying to just get it in there for frame. But it is what it is. Justin, what's up, buddy? Nico, looks like gay porn.
No, he says you look like gay porn. I think that's so gross, dude. I've only ever seen it once on the cover of a... We were somewhere in Texas.
Where like put a whole hand in there or something?
We were somewhere in Texas, and I say we, it was a bunch of college kids. I think we were driving to Breckenridge.
Wasn't
and
you and I, right?
No, I said a bunch of college kids. Like I was in college, and we were driving from College Station to Breckenridge, or somewhere in Colorado. I think it was Breckenridge. And we stopped at a gas station that had like, it was for truckers. So they had like the whole adult section. And me and
nice.
I think it was Dana and or Leanne, probably more like me and Dana, went back there to see what they had. And on the cover of one of the VHS or it was a DVD, it was a girl with a stretched butthole. And I have never in my life been so scarred.
Just like a big open,
I just was like
they put the bottle.
Oh my God. And I looked at her, I go, does that really,
I don't even think that's
does that really happen? And she looked at me, she was like, I don't know. And I was like, honestly, good gravy. Why would anybody do that?
That was
Ugh.
yeah, that was the first time. I think I've seen
Okay, I just got hot.
like people put things in themselves now that
makes that look small.
Yeah.
But I literally was taken aback, like, oh good Lord.
Like go on to Pornhub or whatever and look up tentacle porn.
Not gonna do that.
They're like
either.
these things that are like this big. They inserted them all the way. It's like
I'm not gonna look up
the
any
thing
of that.
starts talking for them and shit. I mean, it's like ridiculous. So this poo is seriously large. It's
What's the VHS? Screw off.
It's
Justin.
around 20 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. So that's like that by that. But one consistent one. That's
a healthy poop. That's a man that eats all vegetables
and it's
and
thought
grains.
to have come from the bum of a real Viking.
Oh,
which really puts us in touch with the history of Britain. It was discovered in New York. Of course, this is England because all they're eating is pudding and bread.
Not these guys. These guys were eating like protein and vegetables and grains.
Discovered in New York about a half a century ago. The York Archaeological Trust dug up the monstrous turd in 1972. And the poo, known professionally as paleofeces or coprolite, was just waiting to be discovered for more than 1,000 years at the site.
That's
which
insane.
later became Lloyd's Bank. So on to the shitty science. Researchers have discerned that the poo most likely came from a Viking bloke, and that the bloke had a diet made up of primarily meat and bread, as poo is.
Don't gross us out.
As the poo is moist and peaty.
How do they know that? It's fossilized.
They tasted it.
Ew.
It's a little.
That's gross.
That's
sick. You're sick. Did you see what Justin said?
No.
Talks about gay points, then takes the sweater off because I got hot. Ha ha ha, Justin.
Well, maybe she's into that. Don't judge. We don't kink shame around here, Justin. Damn it. So this guy had very itchy bowels.
What does that even mean?
How do you have itchy bowels?
And I was going to say,
like
do people know
that...
they have itchy bowels?
I don't know. So nonetheless, I just had to share that right out of the gate.
Look that up. How do you
right
know if you have itchy bowels?
Right out of the gape. Did you catch that?
I did. I'm ignoring it.
You didn't, not even a fucking, anywho. So yes, if you ever wondered what the world's largest shit looked like, that was it.
Funny that they could tell. They could tell it was Viking because of where they found it.
Probably.
And do Vikings, did they not eat vegetables? Because didn't they eat like from the land as well?
No, you hunt. No, most people didn't eat vegetables.
No, they did.
No, they didn't.
No, they did.
You know, like broccoli's like raised.
No, they ate like berries. They had like berries.
No, well, berries, but it was easier to hunt
You're gonna tell me it's easier to kill something than just grab a bunch of berries.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the risk reward is better. It's greater. If you take down a deer, you get more nutrients from a deer than you do from walking all day trying to find little berries. 100%.
Have you not ever seen like?
That's why they were hunter gatherers. So you'd have the women that would be out doing that, but you'd have the dudes that are out trying to kill a brontosaurus.
They weren't killing brontosauruses. These guys were killing like
or
buffalo.
a bison or
Buffaloes.
anything.
I still think he would have had more
like your
fiber.
That's why they had bread.
Bread's not fiber.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
The old school shit.
Maybe
absolutely.
It was just grains.
That's why his insides were
broke down. Well, no, because you still break that down to
they were
flour.
They were lactose intolerant.
Not lactose intolerant. They were gluten.
I don't think they were gluten intolerant. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they had a choice if they were gluten intolerant. It was eat or starve.
So Broadway, you ready for this next one?
We're moving on.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Okay.
It's another poop one.
Oh.
Only this one's fucking hilarious.
It's a
You
poop
ready?
roll.
We're on a little
wait.
poop streak
Somebody had a comment and I literally went to look at it and it disappeared.
because they deleted it.
Oh, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. It's okay. There's probably like a misspelling.
I killed a sheep today. For real?
Nico, nice, dude. Like with your car, or did
I
you
was
do
gonna
it
say like
intentionally?
a farm sheep or a wild sheep. Because remember when
Either
we would
way,
go
I don't care.
in Colorado Springs, we would go camping and they would be all those wild, were they sheeps, rams? What were they? Both. They had the big fucking horns and they were like mountain sheep.
Oh, those are bighorn sheep. They were wild. Remember we came up on that? That was the night we had to bail out of that
We had
place.
to bail because like the worst storm of the century.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to drown or get struck by lightning.
Literally on the side of a
they were so
big
cool.
ass
I had
river.
never, and there was a ton of them.
Yep. No, we saw one.
No, we saw like 4 or 5. One of them was just ginormous with its big old horns?
Farm sheep. We cleaned it nice and took it to the butcher. Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
that's
dude.
sad.
Cheers to that. No.
Wasn't named. So
it
that
was
makes
Sally.
me think of Jeremy Farm. What was the
Clarkson's
farm?
Farm.
What was it? It was like
Clarkson's family.
I know,
farm.
but what was the name of the car?
Oh,
the farm,
the white
like,
one.
No, the farm. What's the name of the
I
farm?
can't remember.
Like Skiddly Doodle or something like crazy like that. But the cow,
Snickerdoodle.
she couldn't get pregnant, so they were gonna take her. And
Like,
he was like, and
nope,
here's the
we have
problem.
a-
They'd
now
already
we have
named
a
her.
pet.
They had already named her because she was the little girl's favorite cow of all the cows they took from that
By the way,
farmer.
that is a great. The second Dolly.
Her name was Dolly.
Not
Not
Nick.
supposed to-
Nico. I saw you posted something on Drinker Bros the other day.
So
yeah, that's such a great show.
they ended up. He was like, you could see like he was so stressed. He's like, well, we have a pet cow, and I was like,
He's
yay
like,
for
"Fuck
you,
it."
yay
Yep.
for you, Jeremy.
Yep.
Don't kill her. She's sweet.
She's too fat. All right, so you ready?
Of course I am.
Broadway pooper strikes near Hillary and Chelsea Clinton. So there's evidently a Broadway.
No, it's shits on Hillary's parade.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
There's a Broadway pooper.
Literally.
What's he going shit on Broadway? Like just in the street somewhere, anywhere?
Nope. In the
Or the
different
Theaters.
theaters.
Oh, that's just rude.
And it had, and he happened to, he or she could be a she.
I'm sure
Nobody
it's probably
knows.
a dude.
Someone made a stink
I
in
shouldn't be
the
sexist
aisle
like that,
last week while
A
Clinton's.
stink in the aisle. Boom,
So this is on March 21st. It was posted like a week and a half ago. Last week, while the Clintons watched a performance of "Some Like It Hot,"
I don't even
Broadway
know what that is.
producer or the Broadway pooper made a stink.
Besides a Powerhouse song, I don't know what that's
Right,
called.
two
or,
pieces of human excrement turned up in the aisle near the Clintons at the Schubert Theater.
Do you think he knew they were there and he was like, this poop's for you?
I hope so. Staff at the Schubert Theater quickly cleaned up the mess, and the mother-daughter duo stayed for the show's second act. It still stinks.
Oh, man.
No matter what, like, have you ever cleaned up your dog's shit? Right? I don't care how much fucking
Well,
Febreze. Like,
Here's the crazy thing. So you took the dogs on Thursday when I went to go. I don't know where I went, but I went to one run errand and you went to take the dogs. And I came home and I was like, holy hell, our house stinks like dog poop. I had to like burn a candle, found a couple surprises that Mick had left us, understanding that's why it stunk.
Right.
But man, when something shits in your vicinity, it does not disperse. It does
no,
not.
it's like, I swear those
What are you doing?
cell things or whatever the cells, texting your brother real quick.
Oh.
Like whatever it is, the poop smells are just in the air. I don't care a fuck how many candles you burn. How much?
I think that's why they started making like the water. What do they call them? The water holes or the little water closets, where they put your toilet in a different room because.
I mean, the one right off our kitchen.
Poop. No, even in our bedroom, we have a little.
Oh, just like locks that shit down
Because
literally
poop floats apparently, like when you flush
so
it,
it doesn't like get on your toothbrush. You mean,
or your clothes, or your bathtub, or your shower, or your towels, or your brush? Oh God.
No, I'm not worried about my brush. Obviously,
I'm worried about my brush.
I'm more worried about my toothbrush. But let's get back to this one. So they cleaned it up.
Yes,
the poo didn't seem to be a protest, but it's under. No, I'm reading it as it is.
Say poop. You're gonna drive me nuts.
It's unclear whether it was an accident or.
Well, okay, hold on.
Motherfucker, there's bathrooms right up the goddamn aisle.
So I have friends. You know the mega hands. And you know Steve and Pam.
Justin said he shits in the tub.
Oh.
He shit in the tub. Worst thing that ever happened. You're probably sick. I hope you were sick.
I'm sure your kids. I'm sure people who have kids or kids have pooped in the tub because hot water makes you poop, and so if you put your kid in the tub, they probably pooped in the tub. I'm sure there are plenty of moms that are like, "Did you literally just shit in my tub?" And the 12-month-old is like,
"I literally just took a sip of whiskey," and I'm like, "No."
So I had friends that went on a cruise out of Florida.
And they just shit them, puked themselves.
They went a little early and they stayed at this resort for a couple nights.
It's so poopy around here.
And this little boy, and I say by little boy, he was probably like 11, was apparently looking for a bathroom and couldn't find it.
Okay, I understand that.
They saw him, like all of a sudden they saw him stop, and then he shakes his leg and literally poop fell out and he ran off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do as an adult as well.
Oh no.
If it really got that bad.
You wouldn't wait that long. The problem was he was 11. He was probably having way too much fun.
Who you are.
He was probably having way too much fun and waited way too late.
Don't care. And I'm not saying it goes all the way to fruition, but no matter who you are, you have been stuck in fucking traffic. You're like leaving the office. You're leaving school, right?
Right.
You're doing something where you're like, you've been there all day.
Oh, no, I've been in the car with you one time where you're like, you have to find a bathroom.
No, yeah.
Now. We're on the way home from dinner one time. You're like, you have to find a bathroom. Now, Beth, now. And I'm like, I'm trying, fucker.
Every single person on the planet has had that happen. Yeah, you have. And you may not want to admit it.
No, I'm trying to think if I have.
Nope, bullshit. It has happened to you. Like literally, you run in. Like you throw your shit on the floor. You'll make it home.
My shit or my stuff?
Your stuff. Okay. You'll literally run in. You'll throw all your shit on the floor, and you're like,
I gotta go potty.
Oh my god! Right? Like it just is part of life. Like you've lived 50 years or whatever. Right? You're like, it has happened at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck in traffic.
Don't eat chocolate and drink that.
You're stuck in traffic for just a wee bit too long.
A wee bit too long.
That one car accident, you're like, I hope they all died.
You're like fucking turtle heading the whole way home. You're like, please, please.
It's happened. It's happened to everybody.
Now I'm saying, no, you're right. It has. I thought you meant like to a point where I couldn't wait.
No, like you gave way.
But like I've always made it home. But that one time you're
your
like,
butt cheeks are so squeezed.
We still were only about. This is when we still lived. This was before we moved to Colorado Springs, so we still lived in Peoria and still had. We were coming home.
I was traumatized.
No, we were coming home from Regano's downtown, or not downtown, but the Biltmore.
Everybody. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Because that was the closest one at the time, because they built the other one while we were in Colorado. But you were like, you need to pull over now. I was like, can't you just make them? You were like, Beth, now. And I was like, okay. And you're like, no, Beth, now. And I'm like, bitch, I'm at a stoplight. I can turn. I will find you a bathroom. And we found the one next to the Costco and the 101. I don't remember the name of that street.
I don't remember.
Oh, I remember. You pass the Costco, there's a 7-Eleven right there, and you literally squeeze your butt cheeks right inside.
See, that's when some asshole's gonna be sitting, some meth head's gonna be sitting in there like fucking shooting up.
And you're like,
I'm just gonna go in and beat the shit out of him.
You just go to the girls' bathroom.
Oh no, I'm not below that. Absolutely.
No, when we were at Helotes Days,
they're all unisex now anyway.
We were Helotes Days last month. The girl that we were with went into the men's restroom because she had to pee. So like she had waited and waited.
No, I understand.
And I was like, fuck it, go. And she was like, but it's a men's. I was like, go, I'll stay in front of the door. And I literally, this guy was like, nope, you have to wait. There's a woman in there. And he was like, what? And I go, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And he was like, that's cool.
Yeah. Like, see, that's the thing. Guys don't give a fuck. I understand. unless I got to take shit like the bad. I'm like, then we're
Wow.
sharing. Sharing means caring.
Ew, don't share.
Not
ever.
like sharing you're not sharing the stall.
Oh, my
but
brother
if
called me. Did you text him?
Yeah, just text him. So, anonymous people quoted in the report gave wildly different accounts, and one called it rather sad that the incident involved an elderly person. I think they were referring to
The pooper?
no, the Clinton. So, you know, she's kind of a shitty person. Kind of,
You know, if somebody deserves to have it happen to them, I would say those are the two perfect people that deserve to have that happen to them.
right?
Because they have pulled more shit out of their ass.
Well, Chelsea, we haven't really heard about a lot.
Oh no,
lately.
she's as bad as her mom.
She's going to be.
No,
she hasn't had
not
a chance.
Going to be.
Yet.
She is.
Is she?
Just on a smaller scale because she's not in politics yet.
Yet.
No, yet.
Did you hear about the dude that shot himself in the chest?
No. Why would I?
The Clinton aide that shot himself in the chest
And hung himself right afterwards. Is that the same guy?
Oh, yeah, he hung himself with a cable,
Or hung himself then shot himself?
and then shot himself in the chest.
Yeah, we're not.
And they didn't have a gun. There was no gun found,
We're not. It's okay.
and it was ruled a suicide.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna let it go.
Well, I mean,
What are you gonna do?
exactly.
Right, what are you gonna do? You're gonna suicide by Chelsea Clinton.
Well, people are going to come after us because we're that popular. What?
I'm down for a gunfight.
That sounded like there's a movie where they make that and they make it go over and over and over again.
Boom
It was
Raider,
like,
what's up, Allison?
I
What's
think
happening?
it's Men in Black.
Allison, go back and watch the beginning later on. We just did the cheers to Albert. Cheers again. Salute. Cheers to Albert. It's gonna be a whole bunch of cheers to Albert. It's a Wednesday night. Beth's off this week. Not I want to say Beth's off this week. Beth's taking this week to get a shit ton of stuff done.
Oh, and to come to grips with, like,
Well,
I'm fine 1 minute and then I'm a hot fucking mix. No.
She's fine 1 minute and then she's a hot fucking mess the next. I got your back, honey.
And I have to tell Justin, his wife has been so wonderful. She's like text me every day just to check on me.
Really?
And, yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And that she's here if I need to just to even talk or to get out of the house. And so that's really sweet.
Go to the bar.
Thank you, Bill.
We love you guys.
Love
Thank you
you
so
guys.
much. Bill, what's up, dude?
Oh, but it sucks because like, so today, like I is vacillate the right word? I think that's the right
Go back
word.
and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, vacillate. Look at me and my big words from reading.
Fucking
Between
reader.
like today I told you, like I was like when I started to go out the door, it was starting to get dark and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking trip on Bomber. I have to be careful. I'm like, oh wait,
Bomber's not there.
I'm not gonna trip on Bomber.
But you might trip on the cat.
Oh, because yeah, we
'Cause
do
the
have
cat-
to talk.
So the fucking cat, I swear to God, like weird things come into your lives, and I believe in this shit.
I
Like
do
I 100% believe in stuff like this. So remember that crazy ass cat
crazy.
we found that just kind of showed up. What 6 months ago?
Thank
now?
you, Justin. We love you
Probably
guys too.
6 months ago.
November time.
GG,
frame.
what's up? Yeah, November. So 4
4 or
5
5
months
months ago.
November.
Yeah.
That little asshole.
So it was
Milo.
it was a long transition
Months.
because we left
It's
that
been
baby
in the
beat up
house for
since November.
yeah.
End
4
of
months.
October, November.
We showed up
about.
about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So that fucking cat now
Give me Greg.
does everything that
Thank you, Gigi.
Bomber did before. And it's the weirdest thing, and I'll explain. So Bomber used to lay by the door.
Yes.
Every door. Like he would lay
That
by
was his thing.
the garage door.
He'd lay by we'd close the pantry door. He'd lay by the pantry door. I closed the bedroom door. He'd lay by the bedroom door.
Yeah.
He'd lay on the ottoman. That was just like, he had these places that
And
he
this
would
is
just
all
lie.
within the last week and a half.
And so we took the baby gate down probably
A few weeks ago.
2 to 3 weeks ago. Cause we were like, all right, they're just
It's the
gonna
weirdest thing. Like
gonna
the
have to
weirdest
figure their
shit with
shit
this
out.
cat
and now he lies in all those places
that Bomber used
that
to
Bomber
lie.
lied. And he's the one getting the other two to play now instead of
Yeah.
Bomber.
It's the weirdest thing. He's like running around the
So
house
awesome.
playing, even to the point where I put the other dogs in
Well,
their
in the
kennels.
mornings when I used to get up, it was Bomber who would get up with me. Now, he couldn't jump on the bed and lie in my chest, but Milo, when he starts to hear me like turn shit off, he jumps up and he lies on my chest. He's like, hey, Mom, what's up? You gonna feed
It's fucking nuts.
me?
It's
like
just like
he knew.
a weird, I don't know.
It's like he knew this role that needed to be filled and he's just kind of stepping in. And it's
even to the point where like I was going to bed.
what you
last
said
night.
earlier.
I give the dogs treats.
Animals
Put
are
it-
smart, Allison.
And then
And they are
he's
rad,
standing
Gigi.
below my feet waiting for his little
Treat.
treat.
And that's his thing now. He hears the dogs get treated. He's like, bitch, I'm coming for mine too.
Or I was like, we tell the dogs,
go to your bed.
No.
Oh.
Get their food. Like fix, like go to your spots. And they run to their respective spots and they sit down. And then Milo runs over with Mickey and sits down right next to Mickey. I'm like,
I get him like today. I put yogurt on my finger and I was like, here, you would try it. And he was like, oh, that smells horrible. And he just walked off. I was like,
it's just weird. Like,
you're a cat. Aren't you supposed to like dairy?
It's a weird thing that, again, like.
And it could be us seeing it more than actually there
and, that's fine.
Putting a meaning to it. But
I'm okay with that.
And then on Sunday, we got Aspen delivered because I wasn't in a place.
It's like a restaurant around here.
It's a casual steakhouse.
One of our favorites.
It's one of our
casual
steakhouse. Yeah. Casual steakhouse that I was like, oh, we would go there with him on like every third Sunday, you know, because we would try to make him venture out. But it's just all these things. And
your dad. We tried to make. That was a cool thing about.
What did we do
over the past probably year and a half? Like your dad would come over every Sunday, and we would we would go bring him to all sorts of different places
because he was at home so much, especially as his foot started to get really bad the last probably 6 months. We would go get him, or he would come over, and we would make him go somewhere to get out of his house because I think that's part of the process is getting your environment to change, kind of keep
his brain
healthy.
sharp.
Yeah.
But we ate a lot of great places with your dad. So
did.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I think.
And he enjoyed it. Even when he didn't feel good, I think he enjoyed it.
What the hell? Gigi? Did you say what I think? Awesome. I'm reading it out loud now. Animals don't jerk off as much as humans, so they pick things up without that preoccupation. I love you, and I need to take a fucking picture of that.
That's so
I'm
great.
Sorry, Gigi. I'm taking a picture of that.
I fucking love that.
That is going to go.
And Nico said trans cat. No, we've always just had female cats, and so we call him her all the time, and they'll be like, I mean him.
We've never had a male cat.
It's kind of like when we used to call Lucy a boy.
Fucking amazing.
Because we never had a girl dog before.
Yeah, we were like, he's got to go, and then now we'll get into it. But he's a dude. He's a fucking funny dude. Milo?
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's a hoot, dude.
Whiskey cat. He's our whiskey cat.
Hashtag truth bomb. Truth bombs. No, seriously.
That's so much.
And you know what's so funny? Austin says, I could never get my dad to try new things. That's awesome that Albert was open-minded. But it also required us to be open-minded so that we would get out of our, because let's all face it, we have our places we go.
Everybody's got their bubble that we go to,
We've got our own, and when you have a fish tank, they call it the bubble environment because when you bring a new fish in, you're supposed to change the environment before you bring a new, well, at least with salt water, you're supposed to change the environment a little bit before you put the new fish in because it makes all the fishes think it's a new environment, so they accept the new fish. Otherwise, we learned the hard way after we bought like $150.
Not us. Not us.
No, Jamie and I bought $150. What's the one that has the? You can't touch them. They
about
poke,
fish.
You poke them and they put poison.
Puffer fish?
Nope, not a puffer fish. Anyways, we put that thing in. No, it wasn't even that. It was this blue Niger. This beautiful. He looked like a Vegas showgirl. He had like this big fins and big beautiful fins, and literally,
everything.
No, he was gone in 3 days because everything ate him because we didn't change the environment. Like literally, one day I walk in, I'm like, "Is that fish's fins hanging out of like the puffer fish's mouth?" And Jamie was like, "I'm pretty sure it is." So we went back and we were like, "Why did they eat them?" They were like,
"You suck at being a fish
we didn't know
father.
this." They were like, "You have to change the lionfish."
He wouldn't have been a good father anyway. Maybe
you
he
have
is,
to change
but
the environment before you bring new fish. And I was like, every single time. He's
lionfish?
Like, well, yes,
lionfish. Nico nailed it.
What's hilarious is that they're poisonous. They're not deathly poisonous, but it's very painful and it causes a bit of paralysis.
Why the fuck would you want that thing?
Because they're beautiful. But here's the funny thing. In 6th grade, we had one as a pet fish in like my science class.
No, you had a biology teacher or whatever.
Whatever. But she told us it would kill you. That's how she kept the kids from putting their hand in there. Because she was like, you get stung by that, you're going to die. But nobody's parents ever bitch. Because if somebody...
Nope, manatees will like literally make out with you.
Because if somebody's kid today,
I've seen it on video.
If somebody told a kid today, you touch that fish, it'll kill you. Mommy, the teacher said the fish would kill me. That teacher would be fucking fired today because you can't scare kids. You can't scare them for their own good.
Like
anymore.
a rainbow flag, like draped over his shoulders.
I'm not going there with you right now.
What if you had to put a rainbow flag on every fish's shoulders?
What?
Nothing.
You're stupid.
I know.
think this whiskey's really strong.
Can you
'cause
do?
I also have a buzz too.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're just stupid.
No.
Sorry, I love you. You're not stupid. You're silly.
Old style
You're silly.
sour mash, 90 proof.
It was really good.
Not that bad.
Oh, you
Right.
want me to talk? So okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
it's
ask this question to the group.
You are up.
Do you always tip? Do you always tip when you go to dinner? And how much do you tip? Like
Depends on what.
now, I typically it depends. So like
'Cause I know
it
the
depends on the
backstory of the
restaurant.
story.
I know it depends on the restaurant, right? So I was a server.
If I go do like a sit down dinner, 100%.
Yes, because I
always
was a
tip.
server. Now, do I change the tip according to the service provided?
You
Absolutely.
do, I
do.
don't.
I know you don't, but I do. I still always give at least 15%. I never go below 15%. I typically don't go above like 25.
Yeah, if it depends if it's like
Also,
a
if it's like a
fucking-
$200 meal, I'm like, yeah, you're getting.
But
20%.
I also look at it like if you like, I can have a $75 or $60 meal, have absolutely great service, and I'll bump it up. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I said, up to 25.
25%. Yeah.
So
I'm like,
what do
yeah.
you think? Like when you go to Starbucks or
I'm not rich, but-
McDonald's or Chipotle, do you tip?
No.
If they asked you if you wanted a tip, would you tip?
Nope.
See, I wouldn't either. But a lot of restaurants,
If it is like, it'd be like, okay, you go to McDonald's and they're like, hey, you're picking up your Big Mac. Like our order is Big Mac, quarter pounder, and an extra cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like
Yes.
some fries, whatever. I'm not tipping on that. I don't know
Where
why.
did my shit go?
But they don't get paid server wages.
Well, that's
there.
what I was gonna say, because so those guys, especially now,
They
because
have
they're
an
trying so
hourly
hard
wage.
to they're trying so hard to get people in the door. They're like
They're making 20 bucks. Yeah.
$15 to $20 a pop.
Servers
Plus they get
here
bonuses.
Make like
I still think servers make
Four-
like $7.
no.
I think it's
no.
gone up a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not nearly that close. I don't know what it is.
I don't know where
most
my
places, but I
actual
think it's
story went. Oh,
literally
you know what?
like
it was on my phone.
$4 and $3 an hour, $3.15. I don't know what are your like? What if you guys know? Like, what are your local servers making? It is not that. It is a tip driven job.
No, it
to be
is
a-
totally.
To be a service employee, like where you're waiting on tables, right? So yeah, like no, fucking McDonald's, no.
So-
I drive through the drive-through. You go, please pull forward, and I can pull forward, and then they're like,
and they
"Take
do
credit
have
card."
like Starbucks.
Go
They do
to
have
window to 1 or 2, or
they do have it
it's
like
never window 1 or
Starbucks.
2.
I don't know about Chipotle or McDonald's because I never go inside, but they have little plastic tip jars, right?
So if I
well-
have an extra buck, I'll throw something.
Yeah,
in
but you
there.
also go to Starbucks like 4 times a week, and they know
No,
you, and they
no,
know the
no,
dogs. Well,
I don't go 4 times
yeah.
a week. You make me
you at
come.
least go twice on the weekends, and at least one
so
or 2
I'll
other.
throw like a few bucks in there.
So, according to Toast, a restaurant management based software company, close to 50% of fast food restaurants now ask customers if they would like to give a little extra pay to staff. Here's like, I'm reading this and I'm like, I mean,
But where are those people? That's not here. Like I never see that here.
I've never seen it where they ask you, because some places are actually starting to put it like on the receipt, like they give you signs. So they do say, okay, so according
Pay
to
employees
blah, blah,
more.
blah,
Yeah. Get rid of tips. I agree with that 100%.
now ask customers if they would like to give a little extra to pay staff. That's a 10% increase. So they're saying 3 years ago, it was 10% less than 50%. So was that 40? Right? Hashtag math.
I was just gonna say that, but I was in the middle of drinking something.
But they're saying that during the last quarter, the percentage of people so they're saying it's gone up. But the thing is because everyone's a little tight right now, right? They're like, during the last quarter, the percentage of people who tip at quick service establishment like McDonald's, Starbucks was 15.9. Last year it was 16.4. So it's gone down.
Yeah, it's gonna go down.
But here's the thing, like, as I
the
was
fucking
reading this-
people tighten up their belts, man.
As
They're
I
gonna be
was
like,
reading,
"Eh,
well,
that
I want
50 cents,
this, but
50 cents. It
I
sucks,
think about
but
it this way,
true.
right? So like the person who waits on me,
Yeah.
seats me, takes my drink order, takes my appetizer order, takes my main meal order, comes back with refills, comes back to ask me how I'm doing, come back to ask me if I want dessert, cleans my plates up, works way harder for making, we'll say $5, right? An hour plus tip, than the kid that is the fry line guy at a fast food restaurant that's all he does all day is cook fries and scoops them in a plastic thing.
You don't see that person. This is the problem.
I am going up and I am placing my own order at the front desk. I am going back to pick up my own order at the front desk. I'm getting my own drinks and sides and Why would I tip them? Especially because they're already making like 15 to 20 bucks an hour plus bonuses.
Depends.
For a lot of places. No, it doesn't
No,
depend.
I'm not saying I'm gonna tip that guy.
If it's so here's where, because I was thinking about this, I was like, would I tip at Starbucks? I think at the Starbucks that you go to,
I tip at the Starbucks I go to because I know those people.
If they knew me like they knew you, then I would, and I had a cup, like I paid with cash and had $1.50 left, I would absolutely throw that in the jar. But am I going to throw a tip on my credit card bill? Probably not, because I pay with their fucking app.
See, I pay with my app also. But I do usually have like a bunch of change and I just throw it in the
change. Save that for the people on the streets.
Do you know how much change we have in this house?
Save it for the people on the streets, especially the ones that have dogs. So I think it's kind of weird that fast food places would start to ask for tips, especially because their people already get paid so much.
They're just like, no, I don't, no. You can't say their people get paid so much. They don't get paid much.
They get paid way more than hard. Than restaurant hard working, sweaty at the end of your day.
No, fuck off with that. No.
Fuck off.
You can't say that. That's not a true statement.
Say whatever I want.
Because if you worked at McDonald's and you're like, okay, make $10 an hour.
They make more than $10 a fucking hour. The McDonald's here in San Antonio is $15 an hour.
Slow down, high speed.
And that's not a big city. This is fucking San Antonio, outskirts of town.
Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is,
you're not telling me anything I don't know. So
if you are
$16 an hour,
that's fine, but you can make a lot more an hour as a server
if you're good.
You don't even have to be that fucking good. I
think today you have to be good because people tip on the service they get. I mean, I tip on the service I get.
No, that's you. So take away the...
No, I think a lot of people tip on the service they get. If I'm going to a $300 dinner and your service
not everywhere. Shitty, not
hold
everywhere.
on, I'm giving an example, so shut up and let me talk.
Fuck off.
You told me to fuck off, and now you.
Drink off. Drink your
If I go to a $300, which we don't do often. We do that like once every third anniversary. We're like, let's go to this really swanky restaurant. Yeah. $300, and I had to ask somebody to refill my soda or get me to go box.
Get fucked.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're still gonna get a big ass tip
because it's $300, but you're not gonna get as big of a tip as the person who was
bonus.
So $300, 20%, $300, like that's almost like $90 in tip.
I don't know,
right?
Justin. What do? You're the richest person I know. Fancy man. No, so this is what I was gonna say about okay, so this is my perspective. I grew up
for meals at home. Allison, absolutely, I'll do it with
I didn't do fast food. I never worked fast food. I worked at the grocery store, right? And I started out making $3 an hour, $3.50 an hour.
At the grocery store?
Yeah, I pushed fucking shopping carts at like 14, 13 years old, right? And it's like, I'm that old. I made like $3.50 an hour or whatever. Right, and I pushed shopping carts, but I've never
made that little. And I started working probably
when you were 24 years old.
What year was your first job? No, what year was your first job?
I was 13 years old.
What year was that?
1976,
86, 89,
90. I think 90.
I probably had my first job around that time as well.
Yeah, and how?
No, I was like 19,
20. Yeah, fuck off with that.
But I made more than you did.
Of course you did. You were 6 years old. You were going to fucking college. I was
a hostess at a steak restaurant.
You were still going. I was pushing shopping carts.
Still made more money than you.
You should have. I was 13 years old. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Can't you work at 13 in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did.
You gotten a better job? I'm kidding. I'm just giving you shit. I'm rude. Sorry. What?
I'm going to throw you over the stair. If Beth doesn't make it to the next podcast, we know why. If I show up with a veil over my head, I'm like, he's buried in the backyard.
It's got to be a black veil, bitch.
About blue veil. What is the, God damn it.
You don't even know what you're trying to say. I flustered you. That's awesome. Awesome.
No, you didn't fluster me. I'm trying to think of the fucking Billy Idol song.
Black Wedding.
Yeah, that's one. Black Wedding. Is it Black Veil Wedding?
No, it's just Black Wedding.
Black Wedding?
Yeah.
Black. If you hear that blasting in the background, that's what's happening. Anyhow, I don't know.
Allison,
it's just like
mostly when I die in, you mostly always tip for carryout. So they're saying
I tip for carryout a lot.
Carryout, but they say this. They say it doesn't need to be. When I was reading this whole article,
I don't do like max payouts
because when I was reading this whole article, it allowed me down rabbit holes where it's like how much you tip for pickup, how much you tip for delivery.
I tip shit for if I'm going through Chipotle line, I fucking hate our Chipotle.
Well, our Chipotle is shit.
So I'm normally
you don't tip
it takes
Chipotle.
Like I'll tip like 5%.
Don't fucking tip at Chipotle. You're doing all the work.
No, the purpose of tipping 5% means that fuck you, I didn't give you 20%.
Tipping 0% is an even bigger message. So thank God you do it, because I'd be like, suck it, bitches, you suck. Your manager sucks, not you kids, because he doesn't tell you how to do this.
I've even done a Yelp review.
Oh no, I did a scathing Yelp review.
And you didn't even have to go there. I did the scathing one.
No, I did the scathing one.
I did
based off of your feedback. Anyway, we're not gonna argue about who is scathier. I think I'm a bigger bitch than you are. Let's just put it that way.
I can be a fucking serious.
You can be a cunt. Oh, I said the C word.
I could be a cunt if I need to. In Britain.
So, but I was reading, so it led me down rabbit holes. Like literally, if you take from a restaurant, right? Because somebody still has to throw that meal together. Somebody runs it out to your car. They're like 10%.
Jess said she goes, I work carry out. They do more than regular servers, especially if servers have other people running their food. That's true.
I agree, because we do, like, Chili's is like that a lot.
Especially
when we sit at the bar.
During the pandemic, man. I would go and I would just sit there and I just fuck around my phone. I'm like, I'm in no hurry.
So like Uber Eats, I tip like 10 to 15%, which they say is really actually very good for.
I do 20% on every app.
I don't, because
I don't have the
two
Uber
reasons.
Eats. You have the Uber Eats.
Because for two reasons, I get this person.
Jimmy John's every Thursday. Motherfucker gets
it's not
an
Jimmy
extra,
John's, first of all.
Or no, I'm sorry. Jersey Marks gets the $5 every.
So, but here's the thing.
Week.
So that
I get my shit like within 20 minutes.
So with like, and I'm not trying to say that the people who do like Uber Eats or all the other delivery service, they go in, they pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, unless you go to McDonald's because they run out to your car. But a lot of these people will grab the food and bring it to me. I always tip like 15%.
That's fair. That's fine. Just for a quick delivery. So the one thing I just thought about, it's like Ian was telling me that our McDonald's is a privately owned franchise.
Right.
So that means maybe they probably do get paid a little bit more.
Well, they get paid a lot. They get paid like $15 an hour.
I don't know, whatever it is.
Because I saw the sign and I was like,
but if you're a 20-year-old guy going to college and they pay for you, they'll pay for your
They will
school,
if you're there for a certain amount of time.
Probably.
Yeah, probably like most places a year.
A lot of places, right? And you're making $20
and you live
an
at
hour.
Home,
living at home, or even if you're not,
$15 an hour, but they had like they had a $1,000 sign-on bonus for a while.
So I worked when I started at the USA, I made $32,500.
What does that break down to an hour?
$16.50
exactly.
or 75
I think I made
cents.
35. So
at $32,000 a year, fuck off. I had an apartment.
I'm not
like I can get 4 buddies to go get an apartment together.
God, I'm glad I never did
that. No, I didn't. I had my own apartment because I was you saw my first apartment.
That wasn't in your 20s. That was in my
30s. No, I was 28.
28, 29, yeah.
Whatever. But I eventually made a little bit more money. I think when you and I met, I made like $42,000. So think about that.
Do you know
We've come a long way, honey.
I know. Do you know what people start today? They start at like 50 now.
Yeah. Fucking retarded.
But so now
good Lord,
we have come along. But I'm a very and I'm not apologetic.
20 years to get.
I'm not apologetic about. I was a I was a waitress.
Yeah, I know. Terrible one, right? Right.
Well,
no, I just said you were a terrible waitress.
I just didn't do it very long. I did it for
I thought you told me you were a terrible
I spilled
waitress.
one time.
Maybe that's what it is. That's all I remember.
Because he grabbed a drink and threw off the balance of the tray, and all the tray went dink, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry!" And I literally just started throwing napkins in his lap.
And you just walked.
You know why I quit? Because the manager asked me out and I went on one date with him and I was like, nope, it's not floating my boat. I didn't get any more shifts after that. I was like, fuck you, fucker. I'm going back to school. That was before sexual harassment.
Like, now I'm going to be a journalist.
No, I was already a journalism major. No, I was a psych major.
I'm going to journalism against you. Is that what you said?
Only because what I should have done was been like,
I'm proactive.
He was a very nice guy. He just wasn't my kind of guy.
Protective. Prophylactic.
Stupid.
I love you. You know what?
I missed all the good comments though.
Go back through them.
I know, but I need.
Let me get you your penelope. You go through the So like we said, Maker's Mark is done.
Not gonna do Testicle King.
Talk to the peoples.
Well, these are all yours. So did you guys know that for like the next week and a half, 5 planets will align in the night sky, and that you'll be able to see them pretty much with the naked eye, and even better with
Not unless if you're in San Antonio, you can't see them
because it's so cloudy. Right now, it's the apocalypse in San Antonio. But you can. They're saying even binoculars will be a good. You won't need to pull out a telescope to see these planets. They say that you'll be able to see them with the naked eye and be able to identify them by color.
They're all directly in line. So I'm
going to show a picture of it because it's kind of cool.
So it's really cool.
When can you see them? So the best day was to catch them was yesterday, but it's going to be this way for like the next week and a half. The planets will stretch from the horizon line to around halfway up the night sky. But you literally have to start looking for them after the sun goes down because Mercury and Jupiter will quickly dip below the horizon. About half an hour after sunset. So, but I have this great picture so that people can see.
Cool thing about it is that it shows you the. Yep, you're good. It shows you the celestial plane we're all on. So literally, we're on this flat plane. Nothing is going like this, like where you're going like 3-dimensionally or whatever.
I don't get what you mean.
Everything is on the same plane.
But I'm confused.
Yeah, weird. The only one that's not.
Wait, so they're all doing this all at the same time, right? Like they're doing this thing, but I don't know the 3-dimensional thing you're talking about.
It's not going this way or this way. Everything is circling.
So it's just one way.
Flat.
It's not like we're going like this.
Flat.
Okay.
Just flat.
So
the only one that doesn't do that is Pluto.
I want to see Uranus. I couldn't help it.
There you go.
It is from Men in Black. It's the Men in Black 2 when they're in the post office.
I know. You make me laugh.
So this is
once in a while.
Sometimes. I mean, you never make me laugh, so I'm ahead.
I swear I'm gonna choke you out and throw you off the fucking. She's
so
getting buried like in 3 to 4 weeks.
So here's how you can see it.
Being buried.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's Uranus.
I want to see Uranus. Not really, because it's never mind. So Mars, Uranus.
Oh, you know what you just opened up.
Right? Venus.
You opened up my anus.
Mercury and Jupiter can all be seen for the next at least week if you have clear skies, which we do not have here in San Antonio through probably
Saturday, I think Saturday morning.
Probably until this is over.
Yeah.
So you can see these things and some of them.
Justin, this makes you wonder, is Earth flat? Are we on a flat Earth?
Earth is not flat.
Is this a flat Earth?
Then explain to me how octopuses, astronauts go up into space and see a cylindrical.
Do they really?
Yes, they do.
Did
you weirdo?
I'm not. I
refuse to be like
my brother.
Yeah. No. I went and checked out this guy's flat Earth page one time. He had nothing to put on it. It was such a blank page that he had pretty pictures of Earth.
Dude, there's maps out there.
Yeah, it's called Christopher Columbus's days when they didn't
there's maps out there.
Astronauts yet.
You know where NASA, dude, I watched this fucking video my brother sent me yesterday or day before or something like that. I was like, oh.
Here's the funny thing.
I love my brother to death,
funny thing.
But it keeps
I love your brother
so
too.
Entertained. I'm like,
I can't believe you watch them.
I watch them all. They'll be 50 minutes long and I'm like, I will watch it.
You watch the whole 50. That is so much
I kind of have to fast forward a little bit.
I mean, I do that. Like the other day, I watched this whole thing on like.
But there is some shit out there like
crepey skin. I watched an 18-minute video in 10, so you can fast forward.
On what?
Crepe skin.
What the fuck is that?
When you get older, your skin looks.
You watch 18-minute video on like getting old?
I'm at that age where I'm like, what is this thing this doctor is offering me, and will it work? Will I buy it? Probably.
No.
Fuck off.
It's called crepe skin.
You
is that like alien skin?
Yes. It's like those fucking plants outside where the alien came out.
Why? God damn it. We're back in those days this month.
When I was talking about, it said
Chris Beerwood said he chased the horizon for 20 years in the Navy, never fell off the earth. God damn it, you didn't try hard enough. Only
Jupiter, Venus, and Mars will all be
years.
pretty easy to see since they shine brightly. This guy from NASA said Venus will be the brightest thing in the sky, and Mars will be hanging out near the moon with a reddish glow.
It is good. Yeah. No, Mars is always right there. So if you can see it, go check it out. Did you know you could see, I think it was a couple of weeks ago or something like that, you could see the Aurora Borealis from like Denver.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was just like
That
the
was
way
it was the
something happened.
altitude.
Yeah.
Altitude, and they have so many fucking
Well,
clear
something happened.
skies.
There was like a, I don't know, solar.
Oh wait, no.
burst or
Aurora
something like that.
Borealis is the green lights.
Mhm.
So I'm watching this
But they
show
came down
called
south.
The Core, or it's not a show. It's the movie called
Excuse
The
me.
Core, and I've like been trying to watch it a little bit every
Justin
day.
said your Uranus looks like a balloon knot.
I mean,
Kind of does.
Uranus looks like a blue nut.
I've never seen my own anus.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You've never looked in the mirror at your butt.
No.
I guess I shave mine, so that's why
Yeah,
sometimes
you
I'm
have
like,
to. You
did I?
shave yours?
Yeah,
thought
because
you
when
got
I
it
go get
lasered.
lasered, I have to shave it before I can
You have
laser
to
it.
shave your own ass before you go get
Yeah,
lasered?
it's really
Isn't that the whole fucking point of getting it
no.
lasered?
You can't go hairy to get lasered; it'll catch on fucking fire. It's a laser catching hair on fire.
Oh my God. What do you guys go through?
Oh, you have no fucking idea what it's like
That
to be a
just
woman.
changed my life.
That's why I want to
didn't know
get.
you had to, like,
I want to do your
how
back
do you shave your asshole?
very fucking carefully.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. It's like one of those things. It's like, have you ever seen like a, all right, so I grew up watching like slam sessions,
What's that?
skateboarding,
Okay, where you,
right? Where they fucking eat shit off
and
something.
they break something.
And I always go like, right? Because I grew up skateboarding.
you
And you're like,
you know
yep,
the pain.
that's my leg gonna break in half. I've never had a butthole injury,
God, I hope not.
but I can only imagine what a butthole injury would look like. And it's that. It's like a
Here's
slip
the whole
of
thing.
the razor.
No, it's yes.
Do you,
your
are you
butthole.
holding a fucking mirror
It's
under
your
there
button.
with like like, are you doing
No,
like a bic?
Yeah. What am I going to use? A fucking straight razor and cut myself in half? Fuck
I don't know how
no.
to Manscaped. Can you use I'll get you a woman's scape.
So here's the thing.
Oh my God.
Shaving that whole area is very dangerous.
That sounds.
Like I have nicked myself before getting ready for laser, like in my lady parts, like not my butthole, but I'm like, oh, that's going to leave a mark. And it does. I mean, not the primary. It's fine. It's
but
like
near enough.
Yeah.
that
You're
you're
like, ow. And this is a very weird conversation.
No,
by the
but
way.
it's fucking legit, and I had no idea. I'm like, oh my God, I thought that's
You
what.
really-
I thought that was the
Come
whole
on.
point.
There is a point, but
No, I know you clipped it up like you clip it up, but I didn't know you had to like fucking straight razor that shit.
hold on, I got it because somebody was like, he might actually be gay. Touche. I got to see what I think. They're not talking about you. Oh my God, Beth. I'm dead. Flying butthole challenge.
Damn it, Beth.
You just really like
That's what
you
he said.
never thought about like what I had to go through to laser.
No,
You have no idea what it's like to be a girl, do you?
no.
I mean, just imagine your eyebrows
I literally
being
have
waxed.
to ask Beth. I'm like, hey, I've got like some hair on my back. Can you come over here? And I hand her the clippers, and she goes, and that's like my life. And then I do have the Manscaped.
You do Manscaped, thank
right?
God.
I've done that, and I've had to trim up. Of course, I trim up a little bit and make sure everything's like neat and tidy, especially after
High and tight.
especially after a long cold winter, right? You go like,
You're like, I needed it for the warmth, and now I don't.
no, I know.
'cause it's
Now
90%
it's summertime and
humidity.
it's 98% humidity. So, but I don't know. Right? What do you? I didn't know there was a risk of fucking like
Nicking yourself. I mean, and here's the thing though. So even with your Manscaped things, you can still nick yourself if you get too too
you get a
fine
little
of a
fold in there.
That's
in
why
between.
sometimes when I use yours, I'm like, I need a fucking woman's because it's a little bit different. I had a great one. I don't know.
So
you
like
lost
I
it
literally
somewhere.
have the Manscaped brand, and it's been great. Like I don't think I've clipped my dick.
You don't shave your dick.
Well, the balls around the top of the dong, and then around the side of the balls
Don't
and
you have
stuff
to
like.
shave under them too?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, absolutely, gotta get
Gotta
it
get
all.
up in there.
Like if you like it nice and I mean, you gotta be neat and tidy, right?
Justin said, damn Beth, LOL. I have no idea what I'm saying. That's a problem. Is I have these conversations, say the things that people remember them, and I don't because we do this twice a week and I have to move on every single time. And then I'm like, I said what? Oh, good God. Why would you let me say that, Lamontaine? Because
You
you
just
can
go back.
control what I say.
The problem is Beth never goes back and
No.
watches.
Why?
No, I agree.
Why
Once
don't I
it's
go
out
back?
there,
Why
it's out
don't I
there.
go back and watch
She
it?
doesn't like listening to her own voice.
I hate my voice.
I love your raspy voice.
And right now it's so fucking
your
raspy because
whiskey
Oak
voice.
is like out the yin yang right now. It's the highest it's been in forever. But
It's all good, baby.
sorry, Greg, not tonight.
You ready for the Testicle King?
Hold on. I'm at a point in my life where I can't deal with someone else's hair, Allison.
That's fair.
Whew. I keep telling Greg
The problem is, Allison, you married a fucking literal human bear. He's got more hair.
Is he part French? Because you don't have it.
No, I've just got patches.
Your back
is
you
full,
got wings.
he's like Italian something or other. I don't know.
Italian Boston.
But he literally Brian shaves around to make sure that there's nothing coming up out of his shirt. So I don't understand what that
he
means.
wouldn't freeze
What
to
is
death
that?
at the next apocalypse.
Yeah, no, he's a New England boy. So I don't know what that means. We grew up in New England together. His dad was a fisherman. I don't know. So why are these little flies are coming back?
DJ, all conversations lead back to the butthole.
Always.
Because Steve said, and we're back to buttholes again.
Yep.
It's this weird fascination.
The Testicle King is coming up.
At least it's shaving and not porn.
Let's just keep on this nut riding job. Mandub, the Testicle King. This guy here.
Oh, wait. Chris said, always rest your balls in a glass of ice before shaving. Oh, because it makes them shrink? So it's easier to move around them?
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be uncomfortable, though?
I'm super careful. I'm just super careful. Yeah, dude.
It's
Mandub Testicle King lives on a diet
hubby.
of uncooked animal genitals and raw meat. Paul Long, 31, originally from Philly, U.S., eats 6 to 8 eggs, 4 to 6 pieces of bacon.
Wait, what story are you on, first of all?
The Testicle King.
Oh, okay. How many eggs? 4 to 6?
Yeah, that's not many.
That's a lot.
6 to 8 eggs.
That's
4, but he's doing an all protein diet, including testicles. A big steak and some kind of organ meat, mostly liver, heart,
she said organ meat.
or a testicle a day.
Ew.
Mandub Testicle King lives on a diet of whatever I just fucking said. The guy's 31. When his video of eating a raw goat testicle went viral on April 18th of 2022.
Ew.
He says his diet, which is mostly comprises raw meat and raw dairy, has transformed his body.
Yeah.
So this is another thing. So I'm not talking about
people are eating dog food. Does that make it right? No.
Remember the Liver King guy? Remember that? Did you ever see a video of him? He was like this jack dude, and they end up getting fucking outed for being steroid freak. This guy's not steroid freak. Well, what happened? This guy's just kind of an average dude. Mm-hmm. But what he did is I just lost the fucking article.
Innards?
He was having bad stomach issues.
No shit, Sherlock. You're eating
no.
8
Before
eggs
this,
and raw testicles.
Before this, so he decided to go to a protein diet. So I was like, I'm still not eating balls. I was like eating a shit ton of eggs.
Neither is Greg Allison, so don't feel bad.
What?
She goes, he does nothing about it. I've tried so hard to get you to laser your back.
I'm not lazy. I'm 46 years
Laser your
old.
fucking back so your wife doesn't have to shave it every summer.
It's
3 times.
once a year.
It's no, it's more than once a year. If we're gonna do it right,
literally,
it's
I've shaved your butthole 3 times.
You have shaved my butthole once, and that's.
I didn't think it was gonna grow back.
Because of lasering?
Yes.
I told you it takes 10 times.
Polly, who lives in Bali, oh my God, with his fiance, who took her time to come to terms with Polly's diet, doesn't mind it. He recently proposed to his girlfriend. I don't give a shit about that. An average day in Polly's diet comprises of 6 to 8 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, a big steak, and some kind of organ meat, mostly liver or a testicle, a whole roasted chicken or 500 grams of salmon sashimi, 650 milligrams of raw goat milk.
Sashimi is raw fish.
And extra dairy.
Raw goat milk? I mean, that's so raw goat milk, that's unpasteurized.
That's what you had to have when you
I didn't have unpasteurized goat milk, though. I had goat milk.
Okay.
But unpasteurized anything is very dangerous for people because that's
not if you're in Indonesia or Bali.
Well, because they grew up on that shit. But for those of us that didn't grow up in Indonesia and Bali,
he had belly aches before this, honey.
He probably still has
pasta.
Belly aches. Now he just. So hold on. Did he die?
No, he's alive and well, and he's flourishing.
I mean, to each their own, right? He
he's
obviously
the King.
found
so he eats one of those a day. He's a nut a day.
Does he eat something besides a nut protein-wise?
No,
Besides eggs?
I'm talking a goat
I know.
nut.
Besides that,
Yeah,
does he eat like a
the
good
eggs
steak?
and the steak, all of that shit is what he
Why
eats
would
every
you
single
need
day.
to eat a testicle though? You don't. It's to make him stand out and be bizarre.
He's got the Testicle King shirt.
No, he can keep his Testicle King
He
shirt.
did that shit in
That's
2018 though. So
not gonna eat a ball. Not. It's a delicacy.
have you ever had Rocky Mountain
no
oysters?
fucking way.
I've had Rocky Mountain oysters once.
Ew.
What they do is they slice them up and then they fry them, and they're kind of like meaty pickles.
No.
Pickle chips.
No.
Like meaty fried pickle chips.
No, don't.
How many of you guys have ever had?
Do not ruin fucking pickle chips for me. Do not ruin fried pickle chips for me.
You only be able to have pickle spears at that point. I'd be like, that's a pickle dick.
Listen, Lorraine Bobbitt. I don't need testicles
He's
in
gonna
my
have
life.
a tummy ache, is what Womb said. See, that's why we do a goddamn show all the time.
And laser is fucking expensive, Chris. I mean,
is it? I don't know.
No, it is.
Well, that's why Beth is like,
I've
laser
never
your whole back.
Never told you how much I've paid to get my.
No, and I've never asked. And I'm like, you just do you. I don't care. I've never asked you,
because they're just things a girl needs to do.
Goddamn right. And I won't ask.
So
I don't
keep
care. So I'm like, I'd much rather have a pistol than have you shave my back, and it takes 4 minutes.
I mean, you might rather have that, but I'd rather you pay a little extra and get your back razored.
How much do you think it would cost?
I'll ask.
It'd be like, if it's $1,000
probably $2,500.
No, I'm going to buy a fucking insane AR.
What if I pay for it and I don't?
I will literally have
and
Ian,
I say I threw it.
I will
on
literally
for
have
free.
Ian come over and have him shave my back.
That's embarrassing.
I don't care.
It is.
And then I will bring him down the road and I'll buy him a gun and I'll buy me a gun.
All for that same price?
For the same price.
Well, then you're going to get him to do that for the rest of your life?
No, because you're going to die eventually, or you're going to have dementia at some point.
Justin goes, if he's eating testicles, he's eating a lot of eggs. That is true.
He's just eating one more egg a day.
No, that testicle is probably full of a bunch of sperm eggs.
Nope, sperm aren't eggs.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Little sperm people.
Nope, doesn't work.
He's eating a lot of baby sperm eggs.
Nope, doesn't work.
Kind of does if I wanted to.
Biatch.
It's because it has before. I just snotted out my nose.
I love you. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good week.
Unpasteurized is not actually super dangerous. More lies.
No, it can't.
More lies from the government.
It's more for our gut. I think it's more of a gut thing.
It's dangerous for pregnant women. Very dangerous.
Because it's just there's different bacteria than we're not used to.
But that's the same reason why they can't eat raw fish or sandwich meat or there's a lot of shit.
It's like a lot of cheese.
That's why I would never fucking get pregnant.
Not pasteurized.
I never got pregnant because I was like, I like my cheese. I like my creme fraiche. I like my freedom. I like my money. I would have been a horrible mother.
Bullshit.
I would have been a helicopter mom at the fucking zoo, and I would have made them change 3 times because I can't handle dirty people. And babies get dirty.
Yeah.
They throw up all over themselves.
Like that.
Yeah, and they poop on themselves. No. Oh, I couldn't do it. My nieces would like shit themselves. I'd be like, Mom, gotta change your kid's diaper and then you can give her back.
I'm going back to A&M. I'll see you later.
Peace out, bitches. I'm gone. It's Sunday. I'm way younger than my brothers. So
testicles, I guess.
Johnson said,
I don't think that's the same, unless it was like really amped up.
What?
If you eat a testicle, you eat jizz?
No, you don't eat jizz. You eat sperm. Because that's where they come from. Like that.
I don't think that's the case
that's where
either.
I think that's where they store.
Siri,
where does sperm come from?
What part of the body does sperm come from?
Like, okay, boy.
Sperm production occurs. Nope, Chris is absolutely right. Sperm production occurs in the testicles.
I fucking told you.
So those dudes that are eating all them
sperm.
They're eating just sperm baubles.
I mean, I guess it's not really because I think. Let me put this in very delicate words. I feel like it's a process, and the cum is the
fluid that lets it out.
The
you're 100% right.
Of the baby sperm. You know, I used to like the Vikings because they had sperms on their helmet. That's why I was like, I like the Vikings. They have sperm helmets. It's true. When I was younger, when I was like 22. Right. But no, like totally, you eat a raw testicle.
Allison, slow down. Jesus Christ.
What?
You've given head. Everybody's given head.
I mean,
not everybody, but some.
There's a defining factor though. There's head and there's swallowing. I have never swallowed.
So is that basically like eating?
I have never swallowed in 53 years. I would throw up all over you. Like legitimately.
She's not wrong.
I would be like, ooh, I can't handle the smell.
I
can't handle like, some girls fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll take you right to the
edge.
I'm like,
is that like eating a human
protein shake?
Testicle?
Nope. Human protein shake.
No, I know that, but is the equivalent? How many of those?
It's not eating your testicle. It's eating the production of your testy.
It's just eating.
Do you like I use the proper term because I only talked about one.
You're very medical, yeah. I'm just thinking. I don't know.
Okay, so how many kids am I?
Greg needs a divorce.
Why? Oh, because I don't swallow.
That's fine,
bitch. If that's my only flaw, he's fucking lucky.
Yeah, that's right. Her eyebrows look great.
My vagina looks great too, bitch. But not really because nobody else sees it. So, no, it's just that. Ooh, I can't do it.
Oh, she said, I've swallowed all right. I just can't imagine.
Who said that?
Testicles.
Hold on.
You don't need to sit in there.
I want to see it again. Lots of eggs. So many kids and I'm dying. I have so many kids and I'm dying. No, he does have a lot of fucking kids.
Can you do me a favor? We're gonna kick off the Castro files. It's been a little bit. We've had to take a couple weeks break. We may have to take another weekend break, but we'll get it going. Can you talk Castro files and just talk about
swallowing loads of cannibalism is what DJ said.
Talk Castro files real quick.
I love it when he like just leaves. So Castro files, if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, they are great stories that we try to put a lot of heart and energy into. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you guys. We try to keep them short, 20 minutes each, so you can listen to the work. They're fun if you like paranormal and mystery. Oh my Lord, Gregory. They're great for you guys. At this point, what to keep saying? Like, I so badly want to read the boards about testicle swallowing, eating. What? So the problem is Greg had to pee, and when Greg drinks, he can't pee. So now we're gonna be here for like a half an hour. Greg needs divorce. Just call me an asshole, just so you guys know. TMI. Blame the hard AFs tonight. No hard AFs. Anyways, so who brings balls to the barbecue? Do people bring balls to the barbecue? You left me on the fucking spot with nothing to talk about. Like, I can talk about the Castro files. I'm like, oh, great, watch it.
40 times.
Listen.
And she goes, and he can't pee while he's drunk. No, I'm totally fine. I'm like, I just had to pee real quick.
Baby, let's be honest. There's no quick pee when you've been drinking beer.
What was it called when you had to go to speech class or whatever?
No, that's what I was trying to say.
What was it called?
I was gonna say Speakers Anonymous, but that's not even close.
So there's this thing at our company
that's everywhere. It's not just our company. It's fucking nationwide,
right? And you would go and you would stand in front of them. They would like ding you.
You know how many times I went back? I went one motherfucking time, and they made me get up and talk about myself. And every time that bitch went click. And I was like, I'm never coming back.
I'm gonna murder that bitch.
I literally looked at her and I sat down and I said, I'm never coming back.
Thank you, Allison.
I'm never coming back. And they're like, why? It's like, that's what you use somebody the first time they come. Nobody's ever fucking coming back. It's funny because
I've done this, we've done this show. This is our
You still put me on the spot. I do this with you.
This is 290.
There's a reason why I don't have my own show, because it's going to be a lot of,
No, it's totally fine.
I have these great ideas for fucking shows by myself. They're never gonna happen because I get fucking stage fright.
Why?
I don't like to look like a dumbass.
You don't look like a dumbass.
Exactly.
No, that was from that 70s show.
I've never watched that
from
show.
The Father. Like, you're not a dumbass.
Is that
dumbass?
What you do?
Right? Remember the
That's what
father?
I would totally do if I was a parent too. You're not a dumbass.
Right.
Beg
No,
to differ, Dad.
you can do it. You got this.
Oh, them apples.
See,
That was
you're
so
fine.
tiny.
I love you.
Okay,
guys.
so hold on.
Stop
Who
it.
brings balls to the barbecue? I thought was fucking hilarious. You want me to go instead?
No, you just said,
I
stop
could do.
What'd you just say?
I said I love that Chris said, "Who brings balls to the barbecue?" You totally would.
Testicles? Nah, I'm not that. I would bring, what would you call it? What are those little I bring
Jessica
poppers.
said you need a pee bottle behind the desk.
It's gross.
You need one of those. Remember that they have them in the hospital. They were like
No, I'm familiar.
they were like a pitcher, but they're just for pee.
I know.
I haven't seen one of those since like the 90s. I don't even
saw
think they
it
do.
the other day. So
Oh, you saw one in my dad's room? But I didn't see it. Greg needs a catheter. I do agree.
No, I'm good.
I pee every.
Nope.
Justin says I pee every
I
5
drank a bunch
minutes
of
and I
beer
drink.
before. I
And
was hanging out with a
dance.
neighbor.
He does dance. That's my favorite part about Justin.
Justin can't stop dancing.
Justin gets
Justin
a few beverages in him.
Justin is like,
And he's like my dancing
what the
king.
fuck is his
He's
name?
my dancing
He's like Footloose
king
guy.
to my dancing
What's Footloose?
queen.
Kevin Bacon. He's our Kevin Bacon.
Because Celine calls me dancing. She's like, once you start dancing, you can't stop.
Justin's our Kevin Bacon.
He's my dancing king.
Queen.
King.
He's more of a
I'm the queen.
No.
No.
He's more of a stripper. He's more of a
Magic Mike.
What? No.
He's Magic Mike.
No, he's a soft-bellied Magic Mike.
He's not soft belly, bitch. He's skinnier than you are.
Yeah, I know. He's got man
You
bum.
would be a bellied Magic Mike because you got the with it. I feel like this. So tomorrow I can't. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I feel like I need to see the trilogy, the Magic Mike trilogy.
As long as you go through that box of paperwork,
I'm just worried I might be disappointed.
you're gonna be.
Has
disappointed.
anyone seen them?
In
And
the
are they
Magic
good?
Mike?
Are they good?
I thought you already watched them all.
I've not seen any of them.
Really?
Not a single
Nah,
one.
bullshit.
Not a
You've
one.
Seen them all.
I've not seen any of them. I will tell you that I've seen clips because when Stephanie has her girls' night, she'll be like,
Ask Allison, girls, what do you think?
These bitches haven't seen it either.
She's
I
got the
bet.
week off. She needs to decompress, do all her stuff.
Today was my decompress day till I had to
Recompress.
no
Oh,
recompress
tell your brothers what's up.
with why are we doing this, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
So
all good.
I'm trying to decide should I, because it's gonna cost probably, I don't know, $15-20 to the Magic Mike trio.
Oh, they're not.
They're
free?
probably not free right now because the other
Check
ones in the
fucking no. Go out to Netflix. I guarantee.
Toastmasters. I called your company yesterday. Still the
Jess
same
said-
whole music.
She
Whole
said
music.
she saw the first one. It was hot. Chris
Okay.
said he saw all three of them and he jerked off every time.
I mean, I get that.
He's still waiting to
It
see
felt
the
like
last one.
Chris said it felt like Wayne World when Greg left. I've never seen Wayne's World. Can you explain that to me? Like when they were like,
Party on.
dude, because I feel like
yeah.
that'd be a lot of what they did.
Party on.
I've never seen those movies.
Shows. It was on
No
Saturday Night
movie.
Live.
They're movies.
It was also Saturday Night Live.
I've never seen. Saturday Night Live. Has
She's like,
sucked.
no, you guys don't understand. This is what Beth's gonna say. I was in college and I was out.
You know what you
partying.
just sounded like? You sounded like
I sound
Jimmy
like you
Fallon.
every single time.
You sounded
you
like
try-
Jimmy Fallon's ew.
No, that's every single
Ew.
time I say
Ew.
something to Beth. It's fucking hilarious and I love it. Because I'll be like, what do you mean you didn't see that? She's like, I never saw like Airplane. I didn't have time
I
for
wasn't
that.
in
I was on
college.
dance team.
It was
be
the
like-
70s and I was probably 8.
No, it was the 80s.
So I was in dance class.
Stop it. I'll say something about the summer of like, you didn't see Ghostbusters? No, I was at the pool
Bitch, I've
hanging
seen
out
every
with my
Ghostbusters like 50
friends.
times.
I love you. And it's totally, I love it about you. And it's one of the funnest things. I'm like, how the fuck couldn't you have seen these things or done these things?
I
You're
was
like,
busy.
no, my mom made me come home because the sun was out
That has nothing to do with movies, bitch.
and my knees would have turned
Knees
brown.
and feet would have been black.
My knees would have turned too brown for her liking. It's true. You might have knee cancer at this point.
I'm trying to figure out what to throw at you that I don't care about. And the only
Kneecap.
thing I can think about is Black Barbie.
Oh, no, not the Black Barbie. Have you shared Black Barbie with anybody
Because
yet?
you can't really share Black Barbie.
Well, you've already talked about her. So for Christmas.
No, you give it to me. You talk about
You're
it.
going to talk about
This
Black
is your
Barbie.
thing.
So, no. So,
I just love
So-
that she's like so plastered up against the glass. Like
well, there is the bins at
Dollar Store, Dollar Tree,
No, Walmart.
Walmart.
We've never opened up Black Barbie.
Well, she just lost value because I opened her up, just
Well,
so you
I
know.
think it's okay. So there was
Oh my gosh, her
Barbie,
hair is so
and I
long.
there was a black, there
Oh
was
my gosh, her
Barbie,
hair is so
and I
long.
randomly grabbed one. It ended up being a black Barbie, but I thought it was like, it's more of a tan Barbie that looks like
It's
Beth.
almost like an Indian
It
Barbie.
almost looks like you during the
with my
summer
50, without my 50, 85.
89, 85.
85.
So but I think it
I
actually
mean, it
says,
literally was that
does
dark.
it say black Barbie on it? It does, right? It fucking does, doesn't it? Does it? No.
She could be Indian, bro. We know. We're going to hell.
I'm going with, okay, we're going with,
She's Indian Barbie.
we're going with bourbon Barbie.
She's what's bourbon? Like the color?
I mean, is that like, I mean, because that could be like Bella, only super tan.
Which Bella? Our neighbor Bella?
Yeah.
No, it couldn't. It could
Super
be
tan.
like, we're fucking going to hell. Sorry.
So anyway,
Sorry.
if you ever hear her throw, oh, this is why.
Because of her name? Don't beat her.
Never mind.
Don't. Nope.
I love you. It's fun. Kamala
You
Barbie.
get me in trouble.
I didn't make that up. DJ said that.
You get me in trouble without even me trying to get in trouble. It'd be
Black
so much
Barbie.
funner.
Da-da-da-da-da, Black Barbie. Da-da-da. What's that
Throw
song?
this
What's that song?
Hey, April.
What's the name? What's the
Is
song?
Greg
You
going
guys
to-
get
hold
what
on.
I'm saying?
Hey, April. Is Greg going to hell?
Black Barbie. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum, Black Barbie. Bum-ba-dum. It's one of those, probably.
Without a doubt.
Fucking.
Is Beth going to hell with him?
No, definitely not. Black Betty.
Outlook, not
Thank
so good. So yes, I'm
so you're
going
good.
with you.
So
You drag me to hell.
DJ said it's Black Betty, not Black Barbie. I think we need to get a remake made of that. Black Barbie.
Come on.
Ba, 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 ba. Come on.
Black Barbie is a stolen Barbie. Is what moves.
Not stolen.
I think she might
I
be
paid-
Indian.
I paid $3. Been made by Mattel.
We should. What's her name?
It doesn't say. It's
No,
this
it does at the bottom.
Barbie Chelsea.
Chelsea.
We probably should
What?
do a little
F
ethnicity
an F.
of
ethnicity
Barbie
Is-
Chelsea.
how do you spell Barbie? B-R-E, right?
Can't be like, well, she's cute, because that's weird. Because it's a Barbie.
Hey, I mean, some guys probably have full size. Let's see.
They have full-size Barbie Chelseas.
Chelsea is
Spider-Man.
a young girl who's elementary school age, but I don't even know who these people. She's charming, silly, cute, and funny. Doesn't say because they don't want it to be about race.
Go ahead. There's got to be a race in it.
Barbie Chelsea doll, 20 type, black hair, brown eyes. She's not Asian. There's one that's called Chelsea and Asian. She looks Asian.
Jess said, never in the history of the world has there ever been a black woman named Chelsea.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
Chelsea Clinton and blackface Barbie?
But there's never been an Indian girl named Chelsea either, and she is.
No, bullshit. I call bullshit. I talked to an Indian
Okay,
woman
so hold
named
on.
Chelsea
Is that her?
the other day calling about my fucking credit card payment not going through, and I
Your
need to
credit card
send
payment
her
didn't go through?
$400 in iTunes gift cards.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was like, your
Chelsea,
credit card
I'm
payment didn't-
sorry. But
Her
she was
name
like,
wasn't really
hello,
Chelsea.
my name
It
is
was-
Chelsea.
I don't even know, like, trying to think some of the names I know from
She
work, and
said,
they're not coming up.
I'm from South America,
She did not say that.
Africa.
She didn't say that either.
Maybe? But you know,
And so
You know what I'm
apparently they have a lot of Chelseas of different ethnicity.
so look up.
There is a blonde Chelsea. There is an Asian Chelsea. There is a
Definitely got to be a black Chelsea, right?
Barbie Chelsea doll, 6 inches, wearing tie dye.
Dude, there's more fucking languages on the side of this goddamn thing.
Spell ethnicity. Maybe that's right. ETHNICITY.
T-I-T-Y.
Yeah,
I swear to God, there's not a fucking.
I'm just gonna say Barbie.
Oh my God.
Chelsea.
Literally, it says warning: small parts may be
No.
generated. What the fuck
What
does that even mean?
Small parts, maybe like they.
And then look to the rest. Like literally, you're gonna
There's
see
so
that
much
one line.
words on there.
Yeah, look at the one line. Fucking Walmart. There's one line, and then nothing else is
Attention.
real. It's all
Everything. No, it's all like 500
make-believe.
other languages.
all make-believe languages.
All those languages say warning. Smart parts may be generated. Now I got to relook at her. Now I'm devaluing her even more. But at least I didn't put her hair loose.
Can you throw it up?
No, I'm not going to throw it up. I swear to God, she's Indian.
Can you braid it? Trans Chelsea? Is that a trans Chelsea?
She's got gorgeous eyes, though.
She does.
And a popsicle bathing suit.
No, that's a trans bathing suit.
That's a popsicle bathing suit. She's not trans.
She could be.
She has no bulges. Oh, her leg. Oh, they barely move. She's a tight bitch. She's a tight bitch.
Dude, stop it. That's kid.
I was about to break out in.
That's getting weird. Don't make it weird, honey.
Well, it wasn't weird to you.
Put her back in her box. Okay. Go to your home. Go to your home.
She's 3+ years old. I don't get though the generated part because she's all one.
Maybe she's 3+ years old. What's that mean? No, that's for kids 3 or older.
That's what I said. Weirdo. 3+ kids. Her arms. Maybe it's her parts. Like you could pop them off and swallow them because they're little.
Give me that.
I don't understand generated.
I don't know.
Small parts, maybe.
We don't have kids, so you got to keep in mind. I just randomly buy shit for Beth.
We don't check safety value. We don't check safety value.
Yeah, like Beth bought me.
You decide to choke on something, you're a
grown-ass man.
Last week,
Beth bought me something that was literally made with lead.
What?
I don't know, but it was probably made with lead.
Buy you shit.
See, that's even worse.
That would make me like you. No, there's a lot of Barbie Chelsea.
I don't know.
Spell it. CHELISE?
No. CHELSEA.
Oh, okay, hold on. CHEL.
C as in the ocean.
SA?
Come on.
CHELC.
No, Jesus Christ.
Spell it, bitch.
CHELSEA. You okay? Got it?
Something like 500. Even came with a guy named Barbie Chelsea, and he's a boy.
Fuck! This is a boy?
No, that's not a boy.
She's got popsicles on her fucking
bathing suit.
Oh.
Who knows? I think they do that on purpose. Barbie Club Chelsea blonde doll. No, she's not blonde. Even the picture they're showing is not blonde. I call bullshit on all the Barbie bullshit. They're just trying to confuse people. So they do the he, her, him, is.
Did you guys see the what was?
Yesterday?
I have not.
What was? Is that if somebody
I'm not
going to
talk to you on that show about it because I've been hiding you from the shit that happened yesterday.
What?
2 days ago.
Oh, is it the shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't. So because of certain things, we don't talk about certain things and certain things happening around Beth going on. I keep her sheltered.
I already saw it, and I probably had the same exact thoughts you did.
Yeah.
One more glass of whiskey, and then.
So, you know what? Shout out to those cops.
Did that person?
That fucktard.
She's not alive, right?
Chick?
Did they shoot her?
No, she's dead.
Or did she shoot herself though?
Oh no!
They took her.
Put her down.
Good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Beth is having a stroke, is what Woom said. I am not.
Who's having a stroke?
Kids will figure out how to put anything in their mouth, so toy companies by default have to put disclaimers on there.
No, but there's like, Jesus Christ! It says.
Chris said, "Is it hate crime if you put her back in the box?"
If I put her on a shelf.
Then she's like the chick who got her arms and legs cut off. What was her name? Venus Flytrap? Nope.
It's all good. Oh, Castro's opening up the Penelope.
LOL. No, we already opened up the Penelope.
Oh, I already gave you some.
All right. So.
All right.
Tell me about your new flying car before we.
Oh, wait.
We're at 10:43. We got to start wrapping this shit up.
We're good. We're good.
The oven's already been on for 25 minutes with our
I need the clicker.
Precious food in there. You have to swap
I need the
shit out.
clicker. That. So this is, you guys probably saw this at some point, and Beth I know has.
What?
This this fucking amazing flying car. Right. Give me a second to pull this up. It'll just take a minute. But the new flying cars out in LA.
There's not flying cars.
Dude, no, you haven't seen them? No, you have seen them.
I haven't seen them.
Pretty amazing.
I feel like I should put a little bit of this water in my whiskey.
Hang on, it's going to take me a second to get this thing tuned up. Sometimes, you know what? It's late. The old
indexes don't work.
Yeah, the old system. Well, you get ads and no free ads, assholes. What do you think of the Penelope this time?
I love the
Penelope. It's
Penelope.
not Penelope, it's Penelope.
But explain. We've told them before where I call it Penelope,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
What was the name of the movie?
Penelope.
Fuck.
Oh, the fucking
Nico will always know. It's the same guys that did the Super Troopers,
Yep.
that whole group. And the Hispanic guy can't. Her name is Penelope that he likes.
I'm
and he
literally.
says
I've got
Penelope.
the DVD in the other room.
Oh, I know, and I love that movie. We should watch it sometime. It's fucking
Come
hilarious,
on.
and it's funny that it's not on like the TV. Is it because it's too dirty? Like they'd have to get too much out.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those movies that you just don't.
Well, they show Super Troopers all the time.
Come on,
Babe,
swear to God.
let it go.
Just no. We need. You've seen this. Hang on. Pause.
Good
Motherfucker. Pause.
I think Greg's having a stroke.
Oh, I fucking hate shit.
I fucking hate that you're never
There
prepared.
we go. Fuck off. There we go. There you go. Hey,
Oh my
super space fucking vision.
I
Yeah.
saw this and I was like, holy fuck. And then, okay, you got to
And
start
then
from
it
the
comes
beginning.
back
No,
and hits him in the asshole.
to the same
This is
tire.
in L.A. There were
Hold on,
no
stop
injuries.
talking.
There were no significant injuries.
I mean, that car flew like it was a Natel car. And then the injury to
Natel?
insult was that the same tire that made it flip came back and hit it. What happened to the truck that lost the tires? What I want to
And
know.
there were
I
no
wanna watch the white
significant
truck.
injuries.
Hold on. I want to watch the white truck. The white truck.
Boom. Do you see that thing's 30 feet in the air, 20 feet in the air?
First time I saw it, I literally
Holy
was like,
shit.
holy fuck. Okay, so the truck starts to pull over.
No, it's not pulling over.
No, it
it's
did
being
pull up. No.
veered over.
It was pulling over, but like I've never.
The luck of that happened.
It was like it was a fake toy. I don't understand why
That
it
is-
bounced so perfectly
Dude,
and then got
I'm
hit,
just saying.
tapped in the front, tapped in the back. That's what happens to a lot of women.
Fucking wife over here. I gotta find the name of that movie. Hang on one second. That movie was called God Damn It. It wasn't called God Damn
Nico
It.
always knows what it is.
Nope, he said
not
Beer
Final
Fest.
Destination.
It's by
not
all
Beer
those
Fest.
guys. Hang on a second.
By the same people that did first, but it was the Murder Island. Is the one that was the murder mystery.
I'll find it. Give me 1 second.
Final Destination. No, Jess, but that's good
Nope,
movies
it
too.
was,
I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All Final Destinations. Here's the crazy thing. So, Scream 6 came out, and it's
right,
killing
Jessica?
it.
How the fuck does that happen? It's
Club
total
Dread.
luck.
Yes, DJ.
You got it.
Completely correct.
Club
Nico,
Dread.
yes.
And I swear to
what'd Jess
God,
say?
we need to this. Like, I'm gonna bring the DVD up here.
What did Jess say though? I don't understand why I'm not
Said,
seeing.
how the
oh,
fuck does that
It
happen?
keeps going to top messages for some reason.
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching on
Gigi said
any
or an
feeds,
open
make
bed
sure you
truck
hit those
stacked with
little
3 stories of
hamburgers.
crap. Teaching my
Like,
kids to just steer
Hit
clear.
all
Seriously, dude.
messages, because what it'll do is it'll automatically go to top
Here's the
messages.
scary thing,
which are
Gigi.
for
Like that was a normal truck and
famous
it was
people.
just fine. But that car must have been
Yeah.
so fucking light.
No, it was the little Kia Sorento.
That's
Kia
a light
something.
car. It's a light car
But it
compared
hit
to like
The way the wheel rolled, it just fucking launched it.
it bounced. Like it literally like caught it right under the perfect place
And
where
just
it went
launched it.
under, and the
Yeah.
bumper went. Whoosh. I mean, that's like a
That
perfect.
dude's lucky. I mean, he landed up, but he landed on the other side of the car.
Well, didn't he like hit and hit?
Yeah, he hit, flipped
and
over,
hit.
and landed flat. Yeah, dude.
It was only one person in
insane.
the car.
One dude.
Thank goodness.
just
And
driving
no
home
babies.
from fucking work, man.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. So there's a story. So I think I've told you guys, one of my best friends, Dana, dear friend, Dana Henry Thomas, for literally like 8
E.T.
years. And one of his
phone
funniest stories
home.
that he would tell us is that he remembers driving home one day, sitting in the back seat, because he was young. And he's like, Mom, look at that tire that just passed. It's so weird that tire, it was their fucking tire.
Yeah.
And literally like 30 seconds later, they were like,
Yeah, it happens.
and I'm like, How often do you think that happens?
Pretty frequently.
Why?
Because like people
Well,
don't
that one
tighten
was
out
the
the
whole
bolts.
rubber that flew off, right? That wasn't the tire.
That was the whole tire. That was the whole
like it's
rim. That was the
separated.
rim and
No, the
everything.
rim was still on the
No,
truck.
that was the rim on
No,
the truck.
that was just the tire.
Nope,
No,
that was the
you
rim.
think?
A tire, you're just gonna run over.
They
That was
did
the
survive,
rim.
Allison. Apparently, Greg says no injury.
No injuries. I read the article. There's no injuries. What is your feel good for today? You got to have one.
I do.
know you've had
I
do.
do.
You've had a hard date. You've
So
had a
it's
hard
kind
week.
of a twofold.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So this pizza delivery man who saved several children from fire receives the Carnegie Medal. So this gentleman,
So this came out. This fire
happened in
actually
like
happened
July.
a while back.
Yeah, it happened in July, and this
Guy
young pizza
literally-
man on his way home notices the fire, stops,
Right.
pulls in, tries the front door, can't get in, so he goes around the back. The back door is open. He runs upstairs and he rescues 5 of the 6 children.
Pulls everybody out.
He rescues
burns
an
the shit
18-year-old,
out of
a
him.
pair of twins. He does get burned to cuts, but then when he gets everybody out, so it was an 8-year-old woman with 2 13-year-old girls and a toddler. He then went outside, and that's when he learned there was a 6-year-old girl that still remained in the house.
And he ran the fuck back in.
He ran the fuck back in and could not find her. Like, he went upstairs, couldn't find her. He went back downstairs, started having a really high time breathe. So he put his shirt on his face, he got on his knees and started crawling. And that's when he heard her crying. And that's how he found her, but they couldn't get out the doors downstairs. So he had to go upstairs and run through a window. He suffered several burns over like
A shit ton of his body.
like, well, no, he wasn't that bad. He was very lucky. Like, it
Well,
could have
his
been
arms were
worse.
all
But
cooked
he
and
had
shit like that.
well, his arms were cut from the glass that he punched out and dove through. He had smoke inhalation and he had some burns on his legs, but he did say it was like walking into a fucking oven. Like, he was almost to the point where he was like, I can't stay in here anymore when he heard her crying. He jumped out the window and landed to a point where he knew she wouldn't get hurt. And you see this video, and I could
You
play
wanna
it in a
show
minute,
it?
but yeah, where he comes out
Let me
and
switch
he's
it.
like carrying the kid, and he just literally hands her off and collapses.
Nope. Take that white one off and put that one on.
There's so much to do now.
I know. It's just because we've got different technologies. Someday they'll catch
Fucking
up.
Apple, stop changing your shit, dude.
Seriously.
Okay, so let's see if this is the one.
You
I
know
think
what?
This is
That one might work. We'll try it next time. That's right. All right. Good.
I'm trying. It's clocking. Let's see if it'll come up. Okay,
There
we
it
go.
is. It's on.
So this is the house. This is on fucking, I mean, legit on fire. This is one of the POVs. We'll see if it does justice.
I'm not sure why our video just started showing up over there. That's interesting.
Where?
Bottom corner. Look.
It looks great because I made it big.
Yeah, I didn't.
It goes to the Apple. That's why that
That's weird. I've never done that before.
I don't know if this is gonna show
Why is that?
this is the this is camera footage, but oh yeah, there he is carrying her out. He literally gives her, and then he's like, "Oh my fucking goodness!" Oh,
Yeah, I remember all this video.
well,
So
here's the
let's get
thing
to
about this
story of
guy. So
Let's
this
get to the
guy
story of this.
has had some rough breaks in life. Like,
Yeah.
he's tried to
But
commit
he's-
suicide.
Yeah,
He's
dude's an
like,
amazing guy.
He is, and
He's a
so
fucking hero. Is what
he was
is.
hospitalized for 3 days after suffering from smoke inhalation, first and second degree burns, and a serious laceration to his arm that occurred popping out the window. The girl suffered an injury to her leg from the broken glass because there was, when I went back and read the older story, she got hooked up on the
the
blind string, like it.
yeah.
She got stuck. That's why they took a while to get out. And so when he finally realized, he was like, "Okay, slow down, or you're gonna hurt her worse than she would have been." So, but she still got cut coming out the window. But he got the Carnegie Medal, which is given through the U.S. and Canada those who enter extreme danger while saving or attempting to save the lives of others. The medal has now been awarded 10,355 individuals since the inception in 1904. So it was really cool. He can get a grant. He wants to open his own business. He wants to either be like a automotive, like where you build cars, or he really wants to be a police. Like, he feels his thing in life is to be like serve and protect.
Right.
So it was really cool. He's young. He's like, how old does it tell me he was? 25. And at the time he was a pizza delivery guy coming home from his
He was just doing his
job.
job. Yeah. So there's a bunch of people out there being like, whatever. You know what?
wait, what?
Doesn't matter. But cheers to this guy. it doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't know that I'd run into a burning fire. I would definitely call police. I would definitely help whoever runs in the fire. I don't think I'm the person that's going to run into the house on fire several times. My brother did it, and he was even like, I mean, he
He
said,
was a cop,
he said, I never thought I'd be that guy either. But then there's a point
but he
where
was
you're just
also a
like,
cop for 20 years before that happened.
well, he wasn't a cop. He was a border patrol agent. But yes,
Oh, was it Albert?
it was Albert.
Okay. It happens. So, it's just one of those things. So, cheers
They
to
did
him.
survive. Everybody survived.
Give me a little bit of that penelope.
There's no ice, love.
Right. I'm eating.
Um,
I'll have a little sip of the penelope.
Allison, I hope that I think the thing is with the newer cars,
What?
you do get a tire warning, like, hey, your shit's
What
fucked
happened?
up. Allison just said, wouldn't your car give you an alert? But I don't.
For what?
If
Sorry. Go ahead.
you're gonna listen,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
tires. If your tires are fucked up, a lot of your cars give you alerts. But I think that's only probably happened in the last.
No, the sensor's been around for 20 years.
But
20+
not
years.
where your car reads them and tells you there's a
It's
problem.
been probably.
They may say like low tire.
No. Oh, like where you're. Oh, no. It's still, you've had the low tire alert for fucking 20+
That doesn't
years.
tell you when your rim's going to come off.
Oh, we're back on that stuff. I'm
Yes,
sorry. I was talking about,
nothing's
like,
ever.
what
I don't even know if my car would tell me where rim's going to come off.
Oh no! If like your lug nuts aren't tight enough, no, I don't think there's.
I don't
think
think there's anything that says like, "Hey,
No.
fucker,
like
your shit's fucked up."
Tesla's like, hey, your rim's about to kill your neighbor driving down the road. No, I don't think. Especially imagine taking a nap while you're driving down the road on that.
No steering hands. You'd both be screwed then. But
Nope, I'm calling fucking Elon and be like, bitch, my tire fell off. All right.
And Allison, you're right. Your tire it does, but not your rim because that's different. One is pressure and mechanics. The other one
Pressure
is just
a
like
it's like failure. It's
Well,
like the
it's low
Challenger
pressure.
going down. We've got a dead
half the
stick.
people in LA are
We've
wait.
got a
hold on.
dead stick. You know what that reference is from?
No, what?
With someone with Bruce Willis. We've got a dead stick. And it's like, we're trying to save the earth.
Oh,
Not Deep Space, but
a
God damn it. Got a dead stick up
Ben
here.
Affleck,
Yep, and Bruce Willis and all
Bruce
that.
Willis,
We are the
crazy guy.
worst people at movies.
Not Deep
ever
Impact,
meet.
but we were just talking about the other day with Pete.
Deep anal.
Not Deep Impact, but
Deep fisting.
can you stop
Deep-
saying stuff because you're
It's
not
not
helping?
deep. It's not deep.
It's not. It's
drill that
Apocalypse
ass.
Now.
Armageddon. Thank you, Nico. God damn it, you saved the day again.
Greg, because you're an idiot and you kept saying really horrible
You know what?
names. Half the people in LA are illegal. They don't give.
So
No,
how's
you're
your
right.
feel good? My feel good is
Gigi.
literally this. My feel good is thank you to every single one of you that have reached out to us. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
I mean, literally.
Hundreds. I mean, like, and the thing is, like, Beth wasn't joking about her people that her father trained years ago.
In other
been
countries.
reaching out
Yeah.
in different languages that I have to like be like, see translation, because I don't even know what the fucking like.
It's
I
a
know it's
lot
somebody
of
cool.
Spanish.
They're these people are undercover and they're doing dangerous shit. And her dad was a dangerous guy. And Beth it's still hard for you to believe that, right?
No, because he was a big bear to me.
Right.
He's my hero.
He had a green thumb. So tribute to Albert. That's the whole point.
Don't cry. Do not cry because you'll make me cry and
I'm not crying. I'm done crying.
Yeah.
I'm over crying. God damn it. Anyway.
Thank
He-
you guys. Like,
This is one of those
legitimately.
things that every year we're going to do a tribute. We're going to take a little sip of that. We're going to try and make it last as long as we can.
Thank you, Gigi.
But you know what? Every single one of you have made a big difference to us.
It made this week a little easier.
Yeah. Just a little
Which
bit.
is really hard to do when you've lost. It sounds stupid when I
Our-
say this, but two
our
loved
dog,
ones in
yeah.
literally a week and a day's
It's
time.
hard to say like, oh, I lost my dog and then you lost your dad. And you're like, ah, fuck.
No, they were equally important to me. They were equally
Right, and you go,
important
like,
to me.
No, for some people like us,
Bomber is
like,
my kid, dude.
Bomber was her.
And anybody
son.
who tries to tell me otherwise, I will punch them firmly in the fucking nose.
No, and I'll help you.
Because he was my boy.
So
I think it was hard on you because he's the first dog you've raised an adult from childhood, like from puppyhood to.
I
Adulthood.
never had a. My parents never got me a
Oh,
dog.
Jessica, love you guys.
So you know what? It's one of those things, but Cheers to
Thank
all
you,
of
DJ.
you
DJ
one
said
more
he
time.
cried.
You
I
know
love
what?
it.
Thank you so much. We'll be back on Friday.
You guys, so hold on. You're amazing. I'm so glad I have you in my corner. And I'm so glad that you made me laugh tonight because there hasn't been a laugh in my life lately. So,
You tried to laugh and then she felt guilty about it earlier.
I did.
And don't feel guilty about laughing.
It's
We're
all right.
allowed to feel guilt. We're allowed to laugh, right? So thank you so much again. We appreciate
My
you.
food's burning in the fucking oven. I got to
can
go get it.
Smell it up here.
I know.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Catch
Love
next week.
you.
Or
See you
catch you Friday.
Friday.
Cheers.
Well,